Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Film Pub Podcast. This is episode 10. 10 episodes in, ladies and gentlemen. We've made it this far. Uh, we'll see how far more we'll go. But I'm Alex.
I'm Miguel.
Yeah, a little long pause, everybody. And
Yeah.
how have you been this week, dog?
Um, man, I've been good, Yeah, that's pretty much it. I've been pretty good. It's been a good
What
week.
have you watched anything new?
As in like new movies and stuff. I
Anything? Just
haven't.
like,
I haven't had the time to watch
what about
anything new.
TV shows? Anything new?
Started episode 1 of Cobra Kai. I still have to finish it though.
What are you thinking so far? Be
uh,
honest.
I'm liking it. The dialogue is a bit wonky sometimes, though. I would admit.
Yeah. Um, I'm not one of these people who's like, oh, get through the first 3 episodes and you're in, or get through the first 2 seasons and you'll like it. Nah, I'm just like, if you don't think you'll like vibe with it later on, I mean, better off to know yourself. But actually stick around. Dialogue is still there, but it's like the prequels. Dialogue's a little funky, but everything else around
Yeah.
it's pretty good. It's pretty good. You know what show I started watching recently? Well, I started going back to.
Which
I'm finally catching up
which
with
show?
Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Oh shit!
I'm on
Let's
season
go.
2.
What? Or
I just finished the
season
episode
2?
where like we see where Apple was the entire time after we went missing in the desert.
Oh, huh.
I just
Appa's.
finished.
I think it's Appa's like lost something.
Yeah, I just finished that episode, and I'm really excited to finish that season tonight. And Avatar might be up there with Clone Wars as an animation shows, because that shit is.
It definitely
Oh,
is.
Zuko is my
It
favorite
is
fucking character.
so
Zuko is my
incredible.
fucking favorite.
Yeah, his character is so incredible.
Yeah.
This might be a hot take. I think Zuko's character is like what Kylo should have been, in a sense,
Maybe, man. Well, who knows? But my favorite episode of Zuko right now is when it's like the Lost Samurai episode where he's like in the village and he's helping out the kid and his family from like the
Oh,
Earth
I think I know
Warriors.
what you're talking about. I think I know what you're
That is so fucking good.
that
Oh my god,
episode.
it's so
So
good.
great.
But we're not here to talk
The
about
ending,
Avatar,
man.
unfortunately. Maybe we'll soon, but well, we're here talking about the movie news of the week, and I think we should get started with the first one. And the first big news is that Tom Felton, a star of the Harry Potter movies, he's gonna do a reunion in November, and I believe it'll be like a script reading off of the first Sorcerer's Stone movie. And Tom Felton is what's his name?
Draco Malfoy.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, Malfoy. So that's pretty exciting. It'll be 20 years since the first one, I think, right? Or did Sorcerer's Stone come out 2000?
I think
I'm
about
pretty
like
sure it came out
19.
2000.
I think 19 or 20.
Yeah, like
I
99
think it might be
or
19
no,
or
or
20.
2000.
I
But
can't remember.
what are your thoughts on this, Miguel?
Oh man, I'm not gonna lie. I love the Harry Potter movies. I'm so glad this is happening. If it does happen, I really hope it does. I wanted like the whole cast all back together. It'd be so great. It put a huge smile on my face.
Yeah, I think this is great just to get another reunion out there, right? Because this past time of the pandemic, we had like the Lord of the Rings film reunion, first Bueller's Day Off reunion, we had a whole bunch. I think this will be nice, just to get some nice little ongoing of themes about reuniting in this time of the pandemic. But I've never been the biggest Harry Potter fan. I've never like been all crazy about them. I do like their movies. Um, which one is it? Prisoner of Azkaban is like the best one, everyone says, and I have to agree with that. That one is,
that's my favorite.
and this one is like, damn, who directed this one?
It's so
Alfonso Cuarón, right? Is that who directed it? No, he
yeah.
directed really?
I believe so. Was it?
It's either Cuarón
I think I can't remember. Let me
or
check.
Gomez. One of those two directed it. And it makes so much sense with the camera work and the way it's all planned out and shit. So, I'm up for that. If they do that, like if like for the next week they do like a reunion, they read each script, that'd be also pretty cool. Cause
Yeah, it was Cuarón.
Yeah, Cuarón, yeah. So so yeah, that's my favorite. And if they got everyone to a scripting of every movie after that week, like that'd be great too. So I think this is nice, just for a little bit of positivity out there in the world because it's getting pretty fucking crazy. But yeah, it's nice to know people are gonna want this, and it's Draco Malfoy who's doing it at the end of the day, not Harry or Hermione. Uh, but yeah. And any final thoughts to the reunion?
Nah, I really hope it happens. I'd be so excited to that.
Yeah, me too, lad. Our next topic is Netflix new movie and Chadwick Boseman's final movie, Ma Rainey's Black Bottom. Its trailer released this week, and me and you both had the opportunity of watching the trailer. And what did you think, man?
Um, I think the movie looks like it has a lot of show, to be honest, and it's gonna be great to see another performance from Chadwick Boseman. Despite what happened recently with him, um, I'm really excited for this movie, and I didn't even recognize Viola Davis in the trailer until like
Yeah,
it said her
she gained a lot of
name.
weight for this role. Um,
Hmm.
the trailer, I think it looks all right. I'll be honest. I get the hype though. It is Boswick's like final movie, which is why I'm also looking forward to it. Right. Um, I'm seeing a lot of this thing online where it's like like Chadwick Boseman's movie, and it probably is. But I just hope we don't push Viola Davis to the side. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like even though it's his movie too, I'm pretty sure it's also Viola Davis's movie. I get, again, I know he's gone, which is
Yeah, I
fucking
got the sense
sad.
that they were both gonna be like the main characters.
Yeah, they're both the main characters. That's what I got from the trailer as well. But I just hope we don't push
Mm.
right up to the side. Aside from that, it looks good, but again, it looks alright. It looks Oscar baity, which what can I say about Oscar bait movies? But I'm
I
still
could
looking
see
forward
that.
to it. It's one of these Netflix hardcore time movies where they're going all out. So that's pretty exciting. The director, I'm not familiar with his work, but I know Denzel Washington's also producing this movie, so that should say something about how
Yeah.
much he believes in this project. It was a period piece, like around early 20th century, and the music there and jazz, and I'm a sucker for that. So I'm excited.
Yeah,
Any more thoughts, bro?
the music was fire.
Yeah, especially the trumpets.
Yeah, I like the music too. I'm excited for this movie. It seems we kind of have like a story. It seems like they hinted at a storyline like Chadwick Boseman's character, fighting for like or having something to do with like the rights to his music, kind of being,
Mm,
I guess taken from him in a way. So I'm interested to see that part of the movie.
me too, man. Um, I do. What I was about to say something. I wonder how they're gonna make because I'm this has to be based on a true story, right?
Probably I don't think it said in the trailer if it was.
I mean, it looks like based on a true story, so I'll be kind of shocked this is all made up. Because I mean, get like a black man's music being like stolen from him on his own in the early 20s. That sounds like something that actually would happen. But if it's not, I'm even more excited because now we don't have to. Well, we don't have to learn the before you watch this movie based on true story. Look at this on the actual story. So
Yeah.
yeah, I think those are my final thoughts for this trailer, and I'm pretty excited to see Chadwick Boseman's final performance. Another thing I'm gonna say straight off the top, I hope this is sound really fucked up, but just hear me out. I have a feeling Chadwick Boseman is gonna get nominated. I have a feeling he is gonna be like talked about in this movie, right? Because one, he always brings it. I still think he should have get nominated for the past movies he didn't get nominated for. 42, Get On Up, a lot of other movies, but I just hope the Academy doesn't award him because he's gone, and I hope they really award him because of his performance. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my one worry. Like, yeah, like I'm pretty sure it's gonna be pretty good, but I hope it's not like a petty. I hope it's not like a petty nomination. So that's
Yeah.
my one
I
fear.
understand what you're
There's not me saying, oh, he's gonna be bad in the movie. I'm just saying like, oh, like if he were alive, I'd still hope he got nominated. But that's you know what I'm saying. Without, I'm not trying to be like off the charts, but I'm also trying to be very realistic.
Yeah, no, no,
Yeah,
no, I understand what you're saying. Like you kind of want his if he wins, you kind of want it to be based off his. So
yeah,
I understand where you're coming from with that.
yeah.
It makes sense.
yeah, that's all I really want to say with this all. But we'll wait and see. It's coming out in December, and it'll be on Netflix. We can just chill in the house and just watch it. Ready? You there? Okay.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, it's just I don't know if it's my connection or your connection, but it looks a little slow.
Oh, I think it might be mine.
It's all good. It's all good. Um, um,
All right.
we'll move on. That was a little bit of a dry. Euphoria, the hit show for HBO, is receiving not just one special but two specials, and the first special will be released on December 6th of this year. Miguel, are you looking forward to this special, and will you watch it?
I will, but I think to catch up on the first season first because I kind of left that like hanging on the like first half.
Um, I mean that's fair. If you do catch up, I hope you're in for the ride. I also hope it's interesting because they got to film these specials. I'm not sure if they did it before the pandemic or after the pandemic. Most likely this had to be
I believe they did it during.
yeah, yeah, during the pandemic, because it'd be a little weird if you if we weren't in the pandemic and instead of giving us another season, they'll give us like just two little episodes in the meantime. So well, that's a little off the charts. Um, I wonder what these specials are about. I wonder if they're gonna set up for season two, like it's taking place in our world, like that place also going through a pandemic, or I'm wondering if there's like an Elseworld, like a Christmas special, like a Charlie Brown special, like it's its own separate thing, but it's like a big
Mm,
story. You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
that'll be interesting on its own. Do you have any thoughts to what kind of special this is? Like, do you think it's just leading up to the next season, or do you think it's its
Um,
own thing? I'll be back.
I think it might kind of be like its own thing, but it might take place between like season one and two. It's probably just gonna like kind of like catch us up on where the characters are right before we start the new season. So I'd say it's kind of like a bridge, you know. I have no idea where he went, but yeah, I think it's gonna be like kind of like a bridge almost. So when you finish the first, you would watch these two specials, and then it would flow smoothly into the second.
I just came back, but I'm sure whatever you said, everyone caught that. Yeah, just to recap, because I wasn't here. What were your main points?
I said I think it's gonna be like a bridge kind of between like the
Mm,
first season and the second season. Like it's just gonna be like a catch up on where the characters are and stuff like that.
mm. Yeah, that's possible too. Maybe, yeah. That's also most like an HBO has that one to just say here where they are now. So that again, that's very reasonable. Is that it? Because the next story is really the one I really wanted to talk about the most. uh, yeah. Okay.
That
All right.
yeah, we're good.
So this is the big story that I'm kind of rushing us towards because this one's
Which one?
very crazy. It's about the Space Jam sequel. Space Jam 2,
Let's
its
go.
plot got leaked, and I'm gonna be honest. It sounds really confusing and a little like shooketh because it's saying one thing and it's saying another thing. And I'm gonna read the synopsis for Space Jam: A New Legacy, and I hope we can talk about it. Just to clarify. During a trip to the Warner Brothers studios, NBA superstar LeBron James and his son accidentally get trapped within a world that contains all of Warner Brothers stories and characters under the control of a malfunctioning, all-powerful force named Al G, played by Don Cheadle. With the help of Bugs Bunny, LeBron James must navigate through a never-before-imagined world with iconic movie scenes and characters as they reassemble the Looney Tunes to rescue his son. Now, to get back home, LeBron and the Tunes have to unravel Al G's mysterious plan to win an epic basketball game against digital gamified super versions of the NBA and WNBA's biggest stars as the entire world watches. Now, um,
Uh,
wow, this is this from what I understood, and Miguel, correct me if I'm wrong, that they're gonna go into the world of the Warner Brothers movies to look for his son in order to escape out and play a very powerful version against famous people in the WNBA and NBA, right? What? That what? I'm so lost. What? What? So does the basketball part come to the end of the movie? Because I'm
I feel like it is. I feel like it's gonna be like the climax, kind of similar to how it was with the first Space Jam movie.
yeah. Well, not really, because because they started playing like after the first act. This one it sounds like they have to. This sounds more like Ready Player One with LeBron James and Looney Tunes in order to go back out of the real world and play basketball. Do you know what I'm saying? Like the third act is basketball, and I'm like,
Yeah.
what? That doesn't sound like Space Jam to me. Because according to the leaked footage we saw, what we saw was fucking crazier. But I guess that's not it. The leaked footage me and Miguel saw was like famous Warner Brothers characters playing basketball against LeBron James. And to me,
Mm-hmm.
that sounds way more cooler than just LeBron James and Looney Tunes interrupting Neo dodging bullets. You know?
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe when they mean like super intense digitalized version of the NBA players and the NBWA character players, maybe they'll like digitalize them to look like movie characters at the end. But even still, that's why does the basketball have to wait all the way to the end? You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
This is
Yeah,
why
because
it's
it
not that
sounds
I
like
have a
it's not
problem
really
with it, but it's
like the
just
main
like
tall.
it's like that that doesn't sound like Space Jam. The basketball played a big that at least the first act afterwards they started playing basketball. So like why why are we doing this multiverse Ready Player One where it's just LeBron James interacting
Yeah.
with movies? You know? Now if they would have said it's him interacting in the Looney Tunes world looking, I would have been like, that's not really Space Jam, but at least it stays true to being the Looney Tunes side of it. You know? But like movies? I don't know. I'm really hoping like this is like just something just to push us off or something because we've seen the photos, we've seen like the videos where it's legit LeBron James against iconic Warner Brother characters, which is kind of better in a way. Even though I haven't seen the movie, I know, but I don't know. This doesn't. I don't really vibe with this plot at all, and I yeah. I mean, look, I haven't seen the entirety of Space Jam, but I've seen clips and parts of it, and I know straight up it's more of a basketball movie than a Looney Tunes movie, or at least there's more of basketball than there is more of Looney Tunes. Um, so I don't know. That's just me ranting on what the fuck is this. Miguel, what are your thoughts? I knew you were trying to speak earlier, but I just had to ramble that out.
Yeah, no, it's because I love the Space Jam movie. I've seen it a bunch of times. So hearing that they were gonna make a part two really got me excited. But now that you talk about it, it kind of it is confusing the synopsis because whereas the first one was like the focus was basketball, this one feels like it's kind of just like they forgot about it and then like oh shit we got to include it in the third act
Yeah.
because I feel like they're gonna focus more on LeBron James like seeing all like the Warner Bros characters.
Now, if it's LeBron James going through like these iconic movies and he has to play against those characters in their movie world, see that makes fucking sense. But
Like a 1v1 kind of thing.
yeah, like again, like we goes into the Matrix movies and he has to play basketball against like Mr. Smith. It's stupid, but it makes sense. Like at least it's like
It's
it's just
fun.
yeah, but like if he's just there to be like, it's my son here, and then like fucking Neil's dodging bullets, and he no, it's not. This isn't Multiverse of Madness. This is Space Jam. I don't know. That's just me rambling on, man. I just what the fuck. I like Don Cheadle
Yeah, no,
being
I
part of it.
completely understand.
I like Don Cheadle being part of it. I like him. I think he's gonna play a great villain. I apparently he's
Mm-hmm.
gonna be an executive at Warner Brothers, so it sounds like gonna go meta. I don't know why they wouldn't include that in the synopsis. It sounds like he's gonna play like a brand new character that like in the Looney Tune world,
Yeah.
so like the like a big hand in the Warner Brothers IP, and he is, but like something cartoonish when really he's playing himself, or like not himself, but like just like a big realistic Warner
Yeah.
Brothers executive. Clearly one that
That'd be
didn't
funny
like.
if they did that. If they did, like an executive at Warner Brothers.
Yeah, if one ever just makes fun of themselves, oh my god. You know what would be really fucking funny, but it'd be really stupid for them to do? if they like mention the Snyder cut
Mm.
or some shit, or like in the fucking
I
movie,
was thinking that. I
he's
was
like, I
thinking
don't
like
want the
if they
Snyder
did
cut. What's that, Bugs Bunny? Like that would be so dumb, but
that.
that would be funny at the same time. But that's just my little rant on this Space Jam 2. It doesn't sound like basketball to me. I'm not even the biggest basketball fan, but even I'm like, I know about this one, Chief. Final thoughts, Miguel.
Yeah, I'm not a huge basketball fan either. But I still love that part of fucking Space Jam, man. Like the big game at the towards like the end of the movie, that was like super fun to watch, especially like Bill Murray coming in
Yeah,
and name. I can't remember his name, but like Dennis Nedry from Jurassic Park, he also shows up
yeah,
too.
yeah. He also shows
Yeah,
up in
it's like
that.
yeah, it's
Do
like
you think?
it's
Do
the
you? No, go.
first Space Jam. I fucking love it.
Yeah. Again, I haven't seen all of the Space Jam. I've seen like bits and tidbits here and there, but like for them, I can piece them together. Do you think Michael Jordan is gonna cameo in this?
um, I think it's either gonna be a small cameo, like a super small cameo, or like a mention of him.
Maybe, maybe. I mean, it'd be cool if he did do a cameo, or like maybe he helps out in the third act. I mean, who knows? But yeah, this Space Jam 2, I trust it still because Ryan Coogler's like
Yeah,
putting
man.
all his faith into it. He's not directing it, but he's like having a big part of it. So I'm looking forward to that, and it's coming out next year. So we shall see very, very soon. You want to lead us on to our next topic?
All right, yeah, my bad. All right, so recently, I believe yeah, Disney released a trailer for Raya and the Last Dragon, and we both got the opportunity to watch it. What did you think?
You know what? This don't look that bad. Seeing her do some Uncharted shit. The music sounded a lot like Frozen meets Adventure. Something out of like not Indiana Jones, but like the adventure type movies. Her fighting. It seems to be her mentor or just someone that's blocking her. That was pretty tight. I like how it's a lot of like this is all based off. The characters are mostly indigenous. That says something big about Disney. I like that aspect a lot. This seems a bit mature for the normal Disney audience. The people who like a Frozen. I think it looks a little bit too mature for but that's not necessarily a bad thing. I think that's a great thing. You know, I've always been an advocate for
Yeah.
like not adult animation, but for like more than just kid friendly animation. I've always been an advocate for that. Um, uh, so I really bought into the trailer. I think it looks dope. I like the little armadillo in there as like a little sidekick.
Oh, it's like
Yeah, tick, tick. So I'm on board. I can't wait to watch it. It looks mature, and I'm not trying to be a snob where I want everything. It looks more than like kid friendly, but not over the board like Sausage Party. Even though I love that movie, so I'm all in. What did you think?
oh, I love the trailer. This looks like a movie that I want to pay like $30 to watch on Disney
Okay,
Plus.
I'm gonna go there, buddy. I would not go
Yeah,
there. $30.
obviously, no,
I
I'm
know,
just joking.
man.
No, I'm just joking. No, I'm just joking. No,
It's
I'm
like the
just
more
joking. No.
expensive the movie, the
What I'm
worse
trying
it
to say,
is.
it looks, yeah. Nah, but yeah, I like how this movie looks. I really do, and I believe Kelly Marie Tran is voicing the
Yes,
main character, isn't
she's the
she?
lead. Yeah,
Yeah,
and it's
I'm
crazy
so glad.
though.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad about that.
It's crazy because I know Aquafina was originally going to be the lead in this movie, but something must have happened because she's not in it no more. So I'm maybe it was scheduling
Mm-hmm.
conflicts, but replacing her with
Possibly.
Kelly Marie Tran, that's not so bad. I'm looking forward to it. Again, I mean she's getting more stuff now. I know recently we talked a few weeks back that she's part of another movie. She has Monsterland on Hulu. She's coming back as Rose in the Star Wars special, so she's getting some stuff, and
Yeah.
I'm glad to see that. Ugh, pardon me, but yeah, I'm looking forward to it. This trailer looks pretty fun. For our next topic, and this one came out on my birthday, so that was a great day for me. My homeboy, my favorite director, Denis Villuenueve, is gonna do an HBO Limited series called The Sun, starring my favorite fucking actor, Jake Gyllenhaal, and the series follows an escaped convict slash opioid addict who can't tell the past from the present. Miguel, I'm gonna go to you this first because you can already tell I have so much to say about this, but I want you to have the first say.
Yeah, I know. I know this is something I'm super excited about, so I'm gonna make my thoughts fast here. I think this already sounds like a good story. I think it's Jake Gyllenhaal is definitely gonna give an incredible performance, doesn't he? Right, right.
Right.
Denis Villeneuve, I haven't seen. I don't think I've seen any of his movies, but I have heard a lot of good things about his films. So I'm very confident that he's get this. You know, with a lot of what is it? A lot of heart.
Uh, yes, I 1000% agree because man, Dan is doing a limited series. Oh my god, holy! I cannot wait. It's one of my favorite fucking directors. You haven't seen this movie? Start off with Enemy. It's the most confusing and bizarre one he's done. But it's still so good even when you don't understand it. Just binge all his movies; they're fucking terrific. Jake Gyllenhaal, once again, one of my favorite directors. This man is a fucking comedian. He can do whatever the fuck he wants. The fact he's gonna be part of something that it sounds very drama heavy, and I think it's based off like a novel too. So they're gonna have a lot of animated story to pull out of. And Dennis, as I seen recently, with fucking not prisoners, Arrival, when he pulls out adaptation, he brings out the best part of them, and he does it in his own way, and he puts it off in his own style with the story that's already been told. So I'm excited to see that. Once again, very excited, can't wait. Um, this does speak to me that it seems like he's done with Dune. That this does it also speaks to that because Dune was done. Um, I'm gonna guess not too far ago. I think right on when the marketing started is when maybe it finished. So to me, it's again he's done with Dune. He's moving on to different things. Um, I think after this, he's fine to do that Cleopatra movie he's developing for Sony. So we'll see about that. But overall, very, very, very excited. Cannot wait. Oh man, oh, this is exactly what I've been waiting for. This is exactly what I've been waiting for. Oh man. Go on just to the next topic, bro.
All right. So, recently it was announced that Power Rangers was that the new Power Ranger was gonna launch a cinematic universe, which would include not just movies but also TV shows. And Jonathan Entwistle
Yeah,
was supposed to be the head of the projects, and he worked on The End of the Fucking World, which if I'm correctly, yeah, it's the Netflix show, and I watched it, and it's very great. If you haven't seen it,
really. You're the other one who's telling
yeah,
me that. So he would tell me, watch the show. I'm like, one time, bitch, I'm finishing Avatar right now. God damn it.
yeah, it's a great show. I fucking loved
Uh,
it.
well, since you've seen the show, um, and he's pretty much developing an MCU like, which I'm gonna remind everyone right now. Did we forget when the first Power Rangers coming out and fucking the head of like the Hasbro Cinematic Universe was like, oh yeah, we're planning to make 8 or 6, 7 of these, and it bombed. And they haven't even done a sequel. But Miguel, what do you think? Because you've seen this guy's work. I it sounds like you really enjoy it. So, what does this say to you about how they're creating the Power Rangers IP?
Yeah. So the end of the fucking world is, I would say, a drama series with hints
Drama.
of comedy sprinkled throughout. Um, yeah. So I'm curious as to what he's gonna do with the Power Rangers, because he could easily make it, like adult for like adults and like make it like super dramatic, or he could go the kid friendly route that Hasbro would probably want to begin with, because obviously they have to sell their ads. So, um, I'm curious to see which direction they take this new, I guess, franchise or reboot of the franchise.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, look, I know you said that show is great. This is just Hasbro jumping off their ass before like this is just Hasbro like jumping off the cliff where they don't know where the landing floor is going to be. I think they're just going too fast. First off, is he is I know he's producing the reboot, but is he directing it? Do we know who the actors are? Do we,
Uh,
like I know we
I'm
have a
not sure.
script ready. I just one thing at a time, man. Like that's been my biggest issue with like companies and I. It's like they're all like, yeah, we're gonna start with this. We're gonna make a cinematic universe, and it's like, do you already think Marvel when they first started with Iron Man? Did you think, oh yeah, and then we're gonna then we're gonna give hints towards the Incredible Hulk? Oh yeah, and then we're gonna say, like, no, they were just like, John Favreau, here's the paycheck. Go get someone and make a good Iron Man movie, brother. We're counting on you. That's really what happened. And then throughout time, Feige was like, you know what'd be really cool, bro? If we got like Samuel Jackson, Nick Fury at the end, yeah, all right, let's do that. And then they're working on Incredible Hulk, like, hey, Iron Man was a big success because we focused on that movie. How cool would it be if we got Tony Stark in that shit? Yeah, brother. And then afterwards, they got Robert Downey Jr. in the Incredible Hulk. And then afterwards, then this where the MCU kind of fell off, but not really. Like, well, what if we set up the Avengers in Iron Man 2? And even then, even though it's the worst movie, you can tell they were still trying to make like a decent sequel. But they didn't think about setting up the world till Iron Man 2. That's my problem. And everyone else is Power Rangers, the Mummy, all these people that are trying to set up a stint. They're trying to be an Iron Man 2 without making an Iron Man 1. And look, a TV show, like, come on, one thing at a time, all right. Now I know the story we talked about already. Some kid goes back from the 1990s who's already a Power Rangers and he's the Power Ranger of the 1990s and he's supposed to get back to the present. That on itself, it sounds cool. I'm all for that, but I want to see that first. I want to know who's going to be the lead of this. You know, I want to know who are the Power Rangers of the 90s. I want to see all this one at a time. Because think about it. What if this Power Ranger movie like fails, and then like 3 months from now, let's say Netflix does an original series, and but people don't even like that new Power Ranger movie, and then now they're just stuck with this product that they can't even revert or anything. Hopefully the TV is good, but it already sets like a bad first impression of that cinematic universe, you know. So
Yeah, it kind of
again,
gives it like it kind of like the idea that they're like rushing this.
yeah, and I don't know. It could just be me. I mean, look, Hasbro's doing great things with their other products, right? I mean, Bumblebee. Oh my god, Bumblebee was fucking fantastic. And do you know why it was
Bumblebee's
fantastic? Because they
fucking
focused on
goaded.
one fucking movie. They weren't like, we're gonna sell Transformers 6 with the Nazis here and there, and then we're gonna put King Arthur. No, they just gave Travis Scott like, hey, bro, I know you like Transformers. We want to make money out. Do you? Here's the paycheck. Go make a Transformers movie, and it's great, and it's the best Transformers movie up there with the first Transformers movie.
Yeah,
Because I legit think that first Transformers movie is actually pretty good. But man,
yeah. That
Bumblebee
first
is
one,
so fucking good. But they weren't
it
building a cinematic
has so
fucking
much heart.
universe.
It's so
It
great.
has so much heart. That's why it succeeded, and that's why I think the spin off of GI Joe is gonna be great. The Snake Eyes one, because it's just focusing on his story. It's not like it's a GI Joe movie first and then some. No, it's a Snake Eyes movie. It's about his origins. They got my boy Henry Golding to be fucking Snake Eyes, which I fucking love. But I just one thing at a time, Hasbro. One thing at a time, Power Rangers. Look, the guy from End of the Fucking World. I'm sure you're gonna kill it, but you gotta know when to pull the brakes before you can even go forward. And right now you guys are going way too fast on this highway, and we don't even know where it's going, man. So that's my little rant on this whole, Power Rangers cinematic universe. I hope it succeeds, but it seems they're going a little too fast. I only see when people have gone too fast. Fucking MonsterVerse, Dark Universe, not MonsterVerse and Godzilla.
Yeah.
MonsterVerse as in like the Dark Universe, and very famously the DCEU, man. We've seen them try. So that's just me, brother. That's just me.
Yeah, no, no, no. I share similar thoughts.
Yeah, I just, one thing at a time. That's all I got to say about that. And I hurt my back a little. But should we move on to the next topic?
Yeah,
Our next, well, and for our next two topics, it'll be all about movies in general. Movie theaters, pretty much. Happiest season, the coming out dramedy, I think, starring what's her name? Twilight Girl. What's her name? Um, Kristen Stewart. There we go.
Kristen Stewart.
Kristen Ruhr and Mackenzie Davis. The coming out about drama that they're doing. It's not going to be in theaters anymore. To come out on Hulu November 25th. This just screams no more movies for the rest of the year to me. It really, that's what it's doing, and it's interesting. Hulu bought it. Not because it's Hulu, but just like I wonder where else they were auctioning it for, and they were putting as much money for it. So I find it pretty tight that Hulu bought it. What does it scream to you? And have you heard of this movie, Happiest Days? I think it's called, right? It's a Happiest
At
Season.
first,
That's
I
what I
didn't
call it.
reckon happiest season. At first, I didn't recognize the name, but then when you said Kristen Stewart and I believe you said Mackenzie Davis, I was like, oh, I remember what movie this is now.
Yeah, this is the movie. Yeah,
Like with every other, yeah,
go.
with every other going on streaming services, it just gets me more and more worried with about movie theaters,
Hmm.
because man, I don't want to lose movie theaters. It's such a unique experience to have at home.
Yeah. Um, I don't think we're gonna lose movie theaters ASAP, like a lot of people are saying. I think it'll be like a slow burn. Like maybe we have 5, 6 more years of it, but it might be different. We might not be getting middle budget movies like Happiest Season. In theaters, we might just get big movies. I think that's gonna end up happening, and a lot of other people are saying like that's what'll end up happening, and I agree with them. But I still have that hope, for smaller movies and independent movies. They'll still have a place somewhere. But yeah, the fact Hulu bought it, it's like shit. I hope, I can tell you this right now. This ain't gonna be the last movie Hulu buys. I was gonna go to the theaters. So yeah, it's a little worrying, but on the bright side, kinda, at least we'll get a movie. A new movie. And this one should be pretty good. It's about this girlfriend. It's about this lady and her girlfriend, and one of them hasn't come out to their parents yet during Thanksgiving season, and I think that's the plot that's around. She's gonna try coming out with the help of her girlfriend, so that'll be interesting. It fits right into our time zone, so I'm looking forward to it either way. And plus, like Kristen Stewart's a good actress. Mackenzie Davis is a good actress as well. I didn't really like her in Terminator, because I thought her character was too, oh, look at me, I'm buff and I'm scary and I'm threatening. And she was really unlikable in that. So I was like, I don't know. But I've seen her in other stuff, and I really liked her. I liked her in The Martian. I've seen a few episodes of TV show she was in. The hacking one, not the hacking one. It was one on AMC. I forgot what it's called, but she was in the TV show, and from what I saw from her in there, she was alright. So I'm looking forward to it. You got any other thoughts?
No, it sounds like it has the potential to be a great drama film. So if it's good, oh,
Yeah. So when it comes out, hopefully it'll be good. And now, remember how I said Space Jam 2 was weird? Nah, this is just stupid. Our next topic it's not even stupid. It's just like someone's having an existential crisis right now. So Daniel Kaluuya, very famously for Get Out, which he was great in. He's gonna be in the brand new the new Black Panther movie. No, let me rephrase that. The story about the Black Panthers, historical Black Panther, not MCU Black Panthers. Do you remember what it's called? What was it? Judas and the King?
uh, it was just something. I know which movie you're
Yeah.
talking about.
Ju-
Wait,
um,
wasn't he also in the actual Black
yeah, he's also in
Panther
the actual
one?
Black Panther movie,
Yeah.
and he was in Queen and Slim. Um, and he was
Mhm.
also in Johnny English Returns. I don't know if anyone remembers that. He was Mr. Bean's like helper throughout that movie. I remember seeing it as a kid.
I
He
don't
was like,
remember that.
he was like a helper, so that's pretty tight. But anyway, so he's working a new Barney movie, and he gave out some details where it's like, what the fuck? He's basically saying how like as a kid, when Barney would say, "I love you, you love me," um, apparently the main gist of it, the
Same
main
thing.
the main idea of how this started, he's like, so I always thought, what if that wasn't true? What if that song "I Love You and You Love Me" wasn't true, but with Barney? And that's what it sounds like it's gonna be about. Barney feeling not loved. um, this is weird. We're getting a very, and he said it was gonna be darker than the OG show, which is like, what the fuck? I remember hearing about this Barney movie about a year ago. I was at Horror Nights. I was in line, so I was listening to one of my podcasts, and they talked about this, and we all thought it was like it'll just probably be like an idea, but then we threw it. Nah, he's going through it. Um, what is we're getting an existential crisis Barney movie, dude. What do you think?
Yeah, it sounds like the Joker, but like Barney is the main character instead.
We see Barney Denny. Wah 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 wah.
He's doing like the method dance. Nah, but like
He says,
the
"We
first
live in
thing
a
that comes to mind when I
society,"
hear
and there's like a bunch
like
of kids
the
like, "Damn,
idea of
Barney,
this
shit,
movie.
the fuck's going on? What about this
You get
society?"
like the other two dinosaurs that come out on the show,
They're
or
like,
it's two or three. It's two or three. The other dinosaurs.
"Yeah."
It's it'd be funny, you know. It sounds fucked up, but I was gonna say it'd be like an alcoholic Barney, you know, almost like a bad Santa kind of scenario, like a bad Santa.
He has like a guest on the show, and he's all like, and he's saying like, "No, you don't love me. You all don't love me." And he gets out a gun. He's like, "You get what you deserve." Oh
Just
man,
whips out a fucking gun out of like his tissue.
he just shoots the other dinosaurs like, "You never loved me." Bah. What the fuck? We're getting a very sad, darker Barney movie. What's next? We're already getting a Clifford movie, although that one's more based off the books than the TV show.
We need the Sesame Street movie. That's Oscar the Grouch as a crackhead.
I mean, we're already getting a Sesame Street movie, so I'm not. That's why I stayed silent. That's why I stayed silent, man. I'm like, you spoke too soon. You spoke too damn soon. Uh, did you see the SNL skit where it's like Grouch and it's all about Oscar and it's parodying off the Joker?
Yeah, there's like the video of the Joker.
He's like, "Ernie, help!" And he gets stabbed. I was like, bro.
That shit was fucking funny, bro. I believe
Yeah.
was it Harbor was he was Oscar the Grouch in
Yeah.
that skit.
Yeah, he was Oscar the Grouch in
Yeah,
this skit.
that shit
That's
was
one of their
fucking
best
funny as
SNL
hell.
skits. I'll give them that. The best ones they've had in like recent
It's one of my
years.
favorite.
Uh,
That one, and then they also had the one with The Rock with Bambi, and they make a whole action movie.
yes.
I don't know if you've seen that
And
one.
then and then
I'm waiting on
Jesus
that one
on
to become
Cross.
real.
Have you seen that one? Jesus on Cross.
I don't think I've seen that
It's
one.
like
I don't think
Christopher
I've seen
Walken. It's no, not
that one.
Christopher Walken. That'd be a very. It's like Christoph Waltz. He's Jesus and he comes back from dead. And he's like hunting down the Romans that killed him. And it's like a parody off of like Django
Oh, what the
Unchained.
fuck?
It's so funny.
Oh
Definitely.
shit! I haven't seen that one. What the fuck?
Yeah.
I gotta check that shit out.
Yeah. So ladies and gentlemen, we're getting we're, we were getting a very dark and gritty Barney live action movie. Let us know what your thoughts down in the comment below. I'm done. I can't stand this shit. On to some good news though. Hopefully, Fast 10 and Fast 11 will be the final Fast and Furious movies. I hope so. I hope. We have 9 of these movies. We're at the point where cars are swinging like if they're in the jungle. I'm just done. We were supposed to end on Fast 10. Did we forget that? We were supposed to end on Fast 10. So I hope these last 2
when I
movies are
thought Fast 7 was gonna be fun.
But were we wrong? We were wrong, man. I hope this is it. I love Vin Diesel and family, but it has to end. I'm getting tired, and I'm just tired of these movies. Even just looking at the trailers, I'm like, I'm done. As soon as I saw the point in getting the car magnetically, I was like, I laughed out so hard because like they've reached where they've topped. I don't think they're not going anywhere more than this. There's no way, and I was proven wrong because then they swung a car right after. I was like, nope, we're just gonna get crazier and crazier. Miguel, what are your thoughts?
It hurts my soul it hurts my soul to wish death on this franchise because I love the first three Fast and the Furious. I'm not gonna lie, I fucking love them. I don't care. Too Fast, Too Furious. Oh my god, I fucking love it, bro. I've rewatched that movie so many times when I was younger. Oh my lord. But I like I said, it hurts my soul to wish death on this franchise, but I do hope it ends with 11 because I mean, I don't want to see like Fast and the Furious 20 and like the cars have like superpowers all of a sudden, you know,
Don't
because
give
they're
them any
already swinging
ideas.
on vines and so it's like they're gonna bring like the DeLorean in and we're gonna see them against
Don't say
dinosaurs and
that because
shit.
they will do that. I think Universal would do. They will get Michael J. Fox and Christopher Lloyd be like, Finn, we need to go back in time.
No.
It's your. They will do that. They'll 100% do
Oh
that.
my
They got the money.
god, it's
So
Universal, bro. Universal would do some shit like that.
I look. They're saying Justin Lin's
I
gonna
hope
shoot.
Universal doesn't touch that series.
I mean, they will. It's just a matter of when and how. Because if they say it'll be like a brand new version of Back to the Future, but it's not necessarily like going back to the 80s or like with a DeLorean, maybe with like a brand new car and a brand new cast. Maybe it's not like a remake; it's more like a reboot of the franchise. So that's that. But yeah,
And
go bro, go.
I was gonna say the only thing I won't relate it to Back to the Future is Back to the Future 4. I've been waiting on it. It's gonna happen someday. Someday it's gonna happen.
Maybe. So Justin Lin is coming back to direct 10 and 11, and to me, what this screams is like a Batman vs Superman / Justice League / like Infinity War and Endgame. I think they're gonna shoot both of these movies back to back. If they don't, then
Like a
that
two
screams
parter
to
kind of.
me. You're like, no, they're not ending this shit. If they're not shooting these two movies back to back. That's not it. They're not ending it. But if they do end it, great. Let's get done with this franchise. I'm kind of annoyed that this franchise has lived more longer than me. So there's that. What they also said was that even though this would end the saga, this wouldn't end the spin-offs, which I'm actually all for the spin-offs. I actually enjoyed Hobbs and Shaw. Um, Rumor was that they were going to Keanu Reeves for Hobbs and Shaw 1, but they couldn't. But apparently he's that voice at the end. So they're going to bring him for Hobbs and Shaw 2, which I'm all for. So, and also they're planning to make like a female spin-off.
Yo,
Yeah, dead ass, dead ass. And apparently they're trying to do like a female
I'm
spin-off.
going down.
No, they're trying to do a female spin-off with like Letty and Nathaniel, the girl from Game of Thrones. They want to make like a lady spin-off of Final Fantasy, which I mean I'm all down for. I mean, as long I don't know. I'm just saying I'm down for the spin-offs for one reason only. It's not Vin Diesel. If I'm being real, I'm being real, man. I love Vin Diesel, but Homeboy needs to take a break and do a different franchise.
Oh
But
god,
yeah.
bro.
So if
Stick to
Letty's
Groot,
in it,
please.
let's say they get back Gal Gadot, they bring back I just the girl from Game of Thrones. If they're on like in an action film together, I'm all for it. Just keeping Diesel out of that shit, man. He needs to be done with this shit and move on. I'm sorry.
Girls get
He'll
it
be
done.
he'll be like what 56 by Fast 10, like I mean Fast 11. Like come on, it's time to move on, bro.
56. Oh my lord.
I don't know. I'm done. But I'm all for the spin-offs. I'm cool with that.
He's gonna
So
be his grandchildren.
Fast 86, they need to rescue Dom from a house taker home. All right. Well, we need to move on to our next topic because this one's actually pretty cool. This is actually pretty tight. This we got the Animaniacs reboot trailer coming from Hulu. It slaps, y'all. That I gotta admit it. I really enjoyed that shit. Miguel, what do you think?
Yeah, same. I love the trailer. It looks like it's gonna be making a lot of fun about politics, that's for sure. And I'm all for it, to be honest. I'm all for it, man. I think we also got little sprinkles of Pinky and the Brain in the trailer. I believe that's also gonna be another series they're doing too, so I'm fucking excited for that. Yeah, I just can't wait to watch this. This is gonna make me rebuy Hulu again.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm so excited because again, Animaniacs are gonna make fun of everything and anything. Um, the thing that got me off guard, that even I was already loving this trailer, was when they showed the anime version of the Animaniacs. I was like, let's fucking go! I cannot wait to see this. Pinky and the Brain was pretty nice to see there. I know they're gonna make fun of My Little Pony as well because of the unicorn. They're just like, shush, let's just ride.
Mm,
I'm excited. I cannot wait for this. I've never seen the original Animaniacs, but I've seen little tidbits here and there.
I have. I
But
have.
man, I can't wait. I can't wait for this reboot. I'm all for it, man. I'm all for it. Do you think
And
if it's
Steven
successful?
Spielberg came back to executive
Yeah,
producer,
he
right?
did. He did come back
Yeah.
to
So
produce and all. That was the first
obviously,
trailer.
obviously.
It was a make fun of Jurassic Park. So I'm excited. I
Yeah.
can't wait to see it. Any final thoughts?
I'm fucking hyped for this, man. I'm so excited for the Animaniacs and Peaky and the Brain to come back, bro. Oh my lord.
Yeah, bro. Me and you both. I just this is exciting. I think again, not necessarily kid animation, but more than above just kid friendly animation. That's why I'm excited. Moving on to our next topic, which is
Oh
should have seen this
man.
coming from like day one. From like day one, we should have seen this shit coming. Quibi is shutting down on December 1st. The guy who created it is saying coronavirus. No, no, it is not because coronavirus. It's because you think people want to pay for content that's like 10 minutes or less. First off, what's the one thing everyone was bitching about
Miss
Mandalorian?
me
It
with
was
that
too
bullshit,
short.
bro.
Too
It was
short.
too short.
What in the you to me Quibi was YouTube for with celebrities. That's really what it was. Um fuck how y'all gonna think it wasn't going to shut down, man? Come on. You really what? I feel
It was
bad.
doomed to fail from the start.
It
Let's
was
be
always
real.
yeah, and I feel bad for the employers of that place because I bet you they really believe in this, but it's not even that part. It's just, and this is real people. This is legit. Apparently, the CEO of Quibi, I don't know if he played the
Oh,
song. If he so thing is, I don't know if he played the song during the firing of these people, or I don't know if he told them to go listen to this song after he just fired them. But the CEO was
I
like,
think he told him to go
I
listen
know
to
you
it.
just lost your jobs. You know what would make you feel better? How about that Trolls War Tour song? Go listen to that. It will lift up your spirits. See, a
Oh,
CEO told his fucking company when they got fired, listen to this song from an animation. What?
oh my god, man! It only gets worse for them.
I feel so bad. And apparently, you know what the weirdest part about this shit is? Apparently, Quibi doesn't even
What?
own any of its own shows.
What? Huh?
Because apparently Quibi they make shows from other companies, right? Let's say like they do a I think The Fugitive, one of the shows on Quibi, it was made by Sony TV. So because it was made with Sony, Sony automatically owns it because it has much money and gave it the rights to do it. So it's weirder because now it's like, okay, well now where's that programming from Quibi gonna go? You know, um, and you know what's bad when even Netflix is like, I don't know if I want to buy you, man. Like you're the cheapest shit out here, and I don't even know if I want to save you. I don't even know if I want to cancel you in like 3 seasons. It's not even worth it. Like I just Quibi. The fuck. You could say this shit lived in the Quibi, man. Like what the fuck. I can't stand 10-minute content. What the fuck, man? That's so stupid. Even when I first heard about it, I was like, I guarantee it would have been way more successful if all it was just original programming that was legit like TV show minutes, like because they were gonna do a documentary on like the comic wars between Marvel and DC. I guarantee you, if Quibi was making full on like TV shows like Last Dance kind of documentaries that was like 44 to 48 minutes, and in each episode was all about that long original content, $5 a month, I guarantee you that shit would have made a lot more money than it did. Maybe it wouldn't be like super successful, but I would have guarantee you a lot of people would have been talking about it, been chanting a little bit. Maybe a little bit how like Apple TV is right now. They got original content and people are saying it's underrated could have been like that for Quibi, but no, they're like, we're gonna YouTube this shit. Check this out, fam. All right, $5 a month. Like that's why it didn't work. Quibi is Miguel. Your thoughts on this whole fiasco?
It's funny how we've been following this since like the first time announced
First
it was gonna
episode.
be shut down.
First episode.
We watched like its character as it just kept going downhill. Man, it's so fucking so funny. I don't to be blunt, there was no Quibi. It was never gonna make it. Once it said it was planning on. There was no more hope. So we finally got to it. They shut down. Told their employees to listen to fucking animated music from an animation to themselves up as they lost their jobs.
Could you imagine if Disney did this shit? Imagine that when they laid off their Disney about like, you know what make you feel better? Zippity doo dah.
They fucking like told them to listen to like You've Got a Friend in Me. They had to like pack up their shit and leave the office.
Oh my god!
Here, play some what is it called? Kuna as you leave the building.
Hakuna Matata. What a wonderful phrase.
Man. It's oh my lord, man. It's something else, man.
My heart goes out to all the employees, if I'm being honest. My heart goes out.
Yeah.
I hope at least one of these shows gets bought somewhere, or at least gets distributed somewhere. It's gotta be tough for the employers, man. Like real shit, like people who are on set, who did the right, like all laid off.
I hope they're able to like find jobs like other streaming services, like Amazon Prime. You know,
but then they also said no. They also said no. So like,
but the Quibi in general. But who knows? Maybe they want the people that work there.
That's true. Our hearts go out to all the Quibi employers. We'll see. This sucks, man.
You know, despite the fact that we laughed 5 minutes there, our hearts go out to you.
Troll song. All right. I'm sorry. The troll song. All right, we gotta move to the next. We gotta move to the next topic. We gotta be let. We gotta keep it.
Oh my god. Rest in peace, Quibi.
You good? You good?
Oh my god. Yeah, I'm good. Right? My face just turned all red from laughing, but I'm good.
All right. We'll move on to our lightning round. We're gonna move on to our lightning round when it comes to new release dates. New release dates for could you imagine like McDonald's lays off their employee year?
My fucking lord.
Shawty go low.
Oh my fucking lord.
All right, we gotta move on. We've been laughing at the shit for a good minute. All right, we're gonna go on to our,
like 10 minutes.
We're gonna go on to our next topic when it comes to the new lightning round of release dates. We're back on it. Candyman new release date is October 27th, 2021. Ghostbusters Afterlife is now moving into June 11th, 2021. And Don't Breathe 2 actually has a brand new release date. It was never got delayed or anything. Coming out on also August 13th, 2021. Miguel, what is we got new release dates? Which one of these speak out to you the most?
Um, Candyman probably because
Yeah,
I know it's released. What was it? October, November, I believe,
yeah, it's gonna come out in October.
and it got pushed back. Yeah, and it got pushed back almost an entire fucking year, and that sucks because I was excited to see Candyman. The teasers they were dropping look badass.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Um,
especially the one where it's like
Ghostbusters also.
the paper one where it shows the adjust. Oh
Oh
my
yeah, yeah,
god,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
that
Like
one was
little.
so good.
Oh my god.
That one was really
I
good.
fucking loved it, bro. I sent it to one of my friends. She was going crazy over it, bro.
Yeah, I'm bummed Cunning Man is going to the release date as well. The Don't Breathe 2, we never really got a release date, so I'm like, that's great, we have a release date. The one that speaks to me the most is Ghostbusters Afterlife, because it's coming out in June, and it was gonna come out in March with another Sony movie, Morbius. We're gonna get that in March. For now, it's still tracked on to come out in March, and hopefully it still stays there. But another Sony movie that comes out in June is Venom 2, Let There Be Carnage.
Oh,
That's
that
all.
comes out
Yeah,
June.
it's also coming out in June, which is a little strange because because Ghostbusters Afterlife was come out before Morbius, and now it's coming out after a Venom movie. I'm not really sure what the marketing strategy is this for. But you know what? I'm cool with waiting for this one because I do think Ghostbusters is gonna be a great movie. I have faith in the director. The trailers look fun so far. It looks different, and I can't wait for that. And those
Yeah.
are my finishing thoughts for this fighting around the release dates. Any speculations? Any thoughts?
Nah, I'm excited for Ghostbusters as well. When I saw the trailer, it instantly hooked me. Candyman. Don't breathe. I don't believe I've seen the first one,
Oh,
so
you
I
gotta watch it. It's
I,
really good.
I have to check that out. Yeah, I have to check that out before I can give my opinion on the second one. But other than that, that's about it.
Yeah. So random new release dates. Nothing really got delayed. Just one thing got pushed back. Not that we didn't know, but yeah, that was our speed round of release dates. And another big piece of news came out this week, and I think it was the one that buzzed the most. The most in the movie news this week is that Tom Holland. We got our first picture of Nathan Drake, and I gotta say, it don't look bad. He don't look bad as Nathan Drake.
Yeah.
I think he looks pretty good for the role. What do you think, bro?
Yeah, I actually think it looks pretty good. Now I'm interested to see how Sully looks because from the set photo it looked just like Mark Wahlberg. But maybe they might surprise us. But the funny thing about the Tom Holland picture is that a lot of people started bitching because he didn't have his shirt like half tucked, something like that, and I just think that's so fucking funny. I
I
think
just
that's so fucking funny.
first off, for the whole Sully thing, no. Straight up, I don't think we're getting a good Sully. I think it'd be, what's that, Nathan Drake? Huh? Last order in Toronto? No way. Oh, hold up. I'll be right back. Hey, don't tag me. What's that? Huh? Atlanta? Huh? What's that? Wait, I'm from Boston. Go Boston. Like, he's. I don't think we're getting a good Sully. I don't even believe in this movie, to be honest. It's being made by Ruben Fleischer. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that guy. I thought Zombieland 2 was I thought Venom 2 was poo poo. Fun poo poo, but poo poo. Like, really bad. 30 Merciless was, ugh. It was meh. Ugh. And then Gangster Squad, dear lord, yeah, his track record is just not that good. His only movie that I legit like is Zombieland. So you guys already know how I feel about this. I think even though this could be a bad movie, I still think Tom Holland's gonna pull it off as a young Nathan Drake. Although I saw the set photos, and to me it doesn't even look like a prequel anymore. It looks more like a straight adaptation of the first game.
Mm,
Even though I'm
okay.
like cool with it, I'm still cool with that. I hope I'm wrong. I hope this is the movie that makes me, you know what, Ruben Fleischer, you do got something in you, buddy. Even though Mark Wahlberg was ass, but you still got something. Like, I just hope this is at least fun. You know, I'm
Yeah,
doing so
I
much
see.
ranting today, but I don't know. That's just me though. I think Tom Holland looks good for a young Nathan Drake.
Yeah, I'm hoping I'm surprised by Mark Wahlberg. He isn't just playing himself like he usually does. like you said, the director, it's pretty worrisome. But as long as the movie's fun and entertaining, then it's fine. I'm not expecting like a whole cinematic masterpiece either,
Yeah,
like
okay,
fucking
yeah, that's not my
cinema did.
standards
So
either. So yeah, I agree with that. So we'll see. I mean, the movie's coming out in like less than a year, so we'll get there. We'll get there. Next big, ladies, I'm sorry, I'm gonna bitch so much on this one, and I've been bitching so much about this news, but this is gotta be the one that I'm like the most fuck. Like this just sounds like ass. Tim Burton is to direct a live action series of the Addams Family. It'll be in modern day. Reportedly, this is like a rumor. It'll take place in the. It'll be from like the eyes of Ashley Wednesday. And also people are saying it could land on Netflix. Miguel, I'm gonna go to you. I don't want to talk right now.
this ain't making it past 3 seasons if it's going on Netflix. I'm just saying. But I feel like Tim Burton might have been involved in some kind of controversy that I don't know about, because everybody was saying everybody was like this is gonna be a bad idea, because I wouldn't say I love, but I do like the Adam, like the movies.
Mm-hmm.
So hearing that they were gonna make a series about it, I was pretty excited. I haven't seen the animated version of the Addams Family. That one didn't look that good, so I didn't watch it. But Tim Burton has a few movies that I like. Obviously, Batman being one of them. I think that's one of my favorite Tim Burton movies.
I just
Good.
why Tim Burton? I the last decent movie he's made is Frankenweenie. That's the last one I legit like a lot. And then before that, his last movie that I liked a lot was The Corpse Bride. And then before that, it wasn't even his movie. It was a movie he worked on, Nightmare Before Christmas. And then Batman Returns, Beetlejuice. I think Beetlejuice is his best movie, and I like
Oh
both
yeah,
Batmans.
Beetlejuice.
But man, I had one expectation of that Dumbo movie. He was gonna make the weirdest, scariest drunk scene in live action from Dumbo. Right? Shit didn't even happen.
I didn't even see Dumbo.
Didn't even
I didn't even
happen.
watch Dumbo, bro.
Didn't
I
even
skipped that
happen, bro.
shit. I think my mom watched.
Yeah, and I just hope for Gomez they get like a Latino, you know. I hope they don't get
Mm-hmm.
Johnny Depp to be Gomez. I know that's his go-to guy for everything, but not get Oscar Isaac. I know he did the voice for Gomez. Get him for this one, or if not even better, Pedro Pascal. Man, I think he'll pull off. I think he'll pull off a Gomez. I really
He
do think he'll
could.
pull it
He
off.
could. I could definitely see that.
Or hell, get Antonio Banderas. I know he's a little bit old, but like he can still pull it off. Yeah, like I'm telling you, bro.
I just put a
We should
huge
get
smile on my
like
fucking face.
I know, but like just anyone but Johnny Depp. Um, I don't like that Tim Burton is holding this, man. I just think he hasn't done anything great in a while. Um, but yeah, if it lands on Netflix, or you said you better plan out those 3 seasons, buddy. Make that third one feel like a finale.
Because it ain't
I
making it
mean,
past 3,
who knows?
bro.
It might go to Apple TV because apparently Apple TV is like hunting for shit right now. So we'll see, and it'll be like their first big IP on there. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
so far they haven't canceled seasons at 3.
Damn it. Yeah.
They've canceled
If
shit
it
at 2 seasons.
doesn't
That's what
end,
they've done. So
yeah, yeah. If it doesn't end up on Apple TV, it could end on Amazon, and if it does, then I may have more hope for it. Um, but yeah, now that I think of it, it hasn't really done much like good movies since, I guess, yeah, Frank and Winnie. I like that one.
yeah,
Beetlejuice and Edward Scissorhands though. Ooh,
that
bangers.
has to go unforgettable.
That's
Beetlejuice,
I
man.
just yeah.
I still think Beetlejuice like his best one. I think that's where he peaked, like
That
straight up.
that's my favorite one. That's my favorite one.
Yeah, that's my
I
favorite
completely I
version.
completely forgot he did Beetlejuice. Once you brought it up, I was like, oh shit, I fucking love Beetlejuice.
And that one's a fucking classic. But yeah, I just like if it's great, great. I'm on board, but it don't look like that right now. No. it all depends, again, who's writing it. I'm always about who's behind the scenes because at the end of that's what it's all about. Who's behind the scenes. So yeah, that's my little rant, and I'm pretty sure we have another rant because there's a topic on here that I probably forgot about. Miguel, any final words on this one?
Mm, I think it's good, but I don't know. I'm just waiting to see, to be honest.
You want to introduce to our next topic? Because I'm gonna rant about the next one.
Yeah, I just seen the face of rage just go on your face. I see why. I see why. I just looked up.
He's
Okay.
like, never mind.
I just looked it up. I see why. Okay, so Simon Kinberg, who you may know from the newer X-Men movies, he's supposed to write and direct a live-action Battlestar Galactica. I'm not sure if it's a show or a movie, but I think it might be a show. Yeah. Bears beats Battlestar Galactica. Man,
Why him? How is he
man.
getting this job? Why are you still around? Why couldn't we get Alex Garland, man, or someone else? I just
Man, he directed.
what did he direct? Tell me.
He directed Dark Phoenix, man. Oh man, can't have shit in this house.
I'm gonna keep it short. We need to move
Come
on.
on.
I don't think this is gonna work.
Yeah.
I lost all my
Anyway,
faith.
so anyway,
This is even worse. The rant. I think this is gonna be a waste of time. I don't think this is gonna be good. He hasn't made anything well so far. I could change my mind about it when I see it in this film, but I'm done. I'm done with this.
ooh, looks like it's my turn. Let's go, baby! I've been waiting for this.
Should I introduce the next topic?
Yeah.
All right. Well, so Meg 2 has a new director, Ben Wheatley, and it's moving forward. It's gonna be made. For those of you who don't know who Ben Wheatley is, he is the guy who, most noticeably, he's made Free Fire, and he's also doing the sequel to Tomb Raider. Personally, I saw the first Meg. I was with it for a good chunk until the ending where Jason Bateman sticks the rod into the shark's eyes and he pops up, and it was just laughably bad. Um, I don't have much energy to complain. I think I have faith in the director. Oh, so far he's made nothing bad. But Miguel, you want to rant? Let's hear you, baby. Let's hear.
I fucking hated the Meg. I'm not gonna lie. I hated it. So let me tell you my history with the Meg. All right, I went to watch it. I think it was 2018, I believe.
Yeah,
I
2018.
went to go watch it with a group of my friends. Um, if my friends weren't there, I would have walked out the fucking theater. It's a fun movie, don't be wrong, but it does so many things wrong. It just it tries to do a twist where like they get one shark gets it and then the other one comes. It was so predictable. I already knew it was gonna happen. I didn't like the first one. Maybe the second one might be better. I'm not having hopes, to be honest. I might not even watch it. I'm gonna wait for the reviews. I'm gonna wait for your review, to be honest.
um, yeah, I agree with. I mean, look, I think the first third of it, I think it had somewhere going where it's like this brand new layer of the ocean we just discovered, all scientific shit. Uh,
Yeah, all like yeah, that part was cool.
the moment the shark just pops up and he goes full on Jaws, I was like, oh, Pasha, fuck my brainy side. I'm gonna just sit back and watch Jason Statham and be like, oh, this fucking shark, you know. Um, again, I was with the movie until like the very end, where Jason Statham fucking stabs the shark in the eye. It goes wild. It fucking rises up in the air. Does it roars. I don't know why it roars. And then it
It's like
dies.
Jaws the Revenge, bro.
Yeah,
Fucking
I wouldn't say
roars.
it was that bad, but I do see where it just I just thought this shit was too wacky. I just thought it was too goofy. But yeah, we'll see. I mean, this director's all doing the sequel to Tomb Raider, and I hear Tomb Raider was alright. I never got to see it, but I heard it was alright. So we'll see how he does with sequels. Our next topic, and this is actually a pretty interesting one. The people who are developing One Punch Man are looking at Henry Golding. Yes, that's right, our homeboy again, to star in the movie, and with Chloe Zhao, who just did No Man's Land, and she also directed Eternals, which is coming out next year. Um, Interestingly, Kevin Feige said that she brought in some manga abilities or kind of like stature to Eternal, so it makes sense for the people who are making this to want her to direct a manga. Um, I'm looking forward to this. But Miguel, what are your thoughts?
Yeah. One Punch and I've seen I think it was the first season that I watched
Yeah, I've
a few
almost
years
watched
back.
the first season.
I yeah, I loved it. I'm not gonna lie. I fucking loved it. I love like the like what is it, the of the like the show.
Hmm.
I'm glad they got Henry Golding because he's also
Oh,
gonna
they
be
haven't got him.
Snake Eyes too.
They're just saying like
Oh,
they're
they want
targeting
him
him.
or what?
Yeah, like they're targeting him to be the star, and they're
I
also
hope they get
targeting the
him. Hope they
director.
get him.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Man.
One Punch Man, yeah, I really like that first season. I thought it was really different from a lot of other superhero stuff out there. I really like his like sidekick, the robot, the cyborg. I thought the shit was pretty fire.
Hmm.
I like all these goofy ass villains, and they think they're powerful than fucking what's his name? Stamina, is that
That's
his name?
I think it was no, I think it was like
Yes,
Saitama. I
Saitama.
can't remember
He
his
like
name.
wrecks all these big bats with one punch. Like, damn. I feel a little bad for the villain in this case. Shit, they can't do shit. Um, so I think it's interesting. I like that they're going for like an authentic, really good director. Because Chloe Zhao, she's getting a lot of Oscar buzz for No Man Land. Kevin Feige was just like, yeah, man, like she's on some like manga anime shit on the set of Internals. So I hope they get them. If they don't, I kind of look forward to it either way because it seems like they want to make a genuinely good movie with just the talent they want. But that's just me. You have anything else to say?
No, that's about it. If they get Henry and Chloe Zhao, then I'm gonna be definitely excited to check it out.
Same here. Same here. And now we'll move on to our next topic in Scarlett Johansson. And no, it is not controversial news. Scarlett Johansson is set to a movie called Bride for A24, and it will go directly to Apple Plus TV, to Apple TV Plus. It is described as a modern day Bride of Frankenstein type. It's about this guy who creates like the perfect woman. Um, uh, um, I mean, details here. It's about this guy who creates like the perfect woman who's like engineered from many like perfect formulas. But then like the woman, she's like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm gonna do my own life. Already, it's Scarlett Johansson not doing anything controversial, so that's kind of good news on its own. Miguel, thoughts?
Yeah, you know, if this movie's good, then that's gonna be like another big on Apple TV. And the more I hear about it, the more I'm kind of tempted to check it out. Scarlett Johansson, I know most people know her because of Black Widow. I think her performance in her really great, even though it was just like her voice acting. I think it was like incredible, man. Like the goodbye scene between her and Joaquin Phoenix's character. Oh man, pain.
And not only just her and her, but also in Jojo Rabbit, Marriage
I
Story.
still haven't seen it. I still
It's
haven't seen
okay.
Jojo.
It's
Marriage Story.
okay.
Yeah, she was phenomenal in
She
there.
was
She was
phenomenal in Marriage
phenomenal.
Story. I thought that was well deserved. What is nomination? So I'm looking forward to it. Apple TV Plus, they're not playing. They really aren't playing, man. I
Them
gotta
and
say,
Amazon, bro, they're on the come up right now.
I think Amazon is the better service because they haven't canceled much shows, and even when they do, they were like on their fifth or sixth season, so that says something. Um, but yeah, Apple TV Plus, man, I gotta say, good on you. Streaming wars are starting. I mean, you guys are clearly trying to get it on. I still want to know who's directing this movie. I know you weren't saying that, but I'm being honest. I still want to know who's directing this. I still can't wait to see how A24 and Apple TV Plus develops these things. So I'm looking forward to it. Any final thoughts? You're going to like the geek news of the week.
Um, nah, I'm looking forward to it too. Now that you mentioned, I am curious to know who's directing because sometimes the director can sort of make a movie.
Yeah, I'm on there as well. But they. I mean, I think this could be a good movie. Um, so far, no else for Apple TV right now. So I think that's a win on its own. And now we're gonna move on to everyone's favorite topics of the week, the geek news. But we're gonna start off with Lucasfilm. And Miguel, they finally dropped the Mandalorian season 2 trailer. What the fuck?
Finally,
Nothing. At what?
but
This
yeah,
was the worst. This I think this is Lucasfilm's worst marketing ever. Um, I understand. Look, I know you're trying to keep shit under wraps. I know you don't want to keep shit. I know you want to keep shit surprised.
you
But
gotta
that's the
show at
thing.
least
It's
something,
not
bro.
even that. It's just like they showed the same shit with like extra footage, like same planets,
True.
same, and it's like, bro, come on. And it's weird because me and you have both heard reports that they shot shit specifically, sorry, not Glee, with Ahsoka to be in a commercial, and they didn't use it. And to me, this still screams how shitty things are at Lucasfilm. The fact they're still indivisive about how they want to run this shit, and it's so annoying. Like, why did you waste that much money just to get that shot? You know, why aren't you guys trying to show some more stuff? I have all these questions. Um, um, why hype up? I get it. It's a special look, not a trade. I know people saying it, but like nothing, nothing new. Same planets, just extra footage on those planets. The only tidbit they gave was like Mando was gonna look for some more other Mandalorians to guide him. What for?
Mhm.
What? I don't know. But I just come on, man. Pardon me. I don't think this is Kathleen Kennedy's fault. I think this is a lot of people Lucasfilm's fault because they clearly don't know what to do with this, how to market this show, which is kind of insulting in a way because it's like, oh, we don't know if Star Wars fans want to know this, that, or it's like, come on, really, really, guys, you've owned this. You guys couldn't plan out a trilogy, and y'all can't even plan out a marketing. Like, what? Come on, Miguel. I've ranted. What's your rant?
Yeah, when I saw the trailer, Kathleen Kennedy didn't even come to mind as a person to blame. Honestly, I think the marketing team is to blame, or if it's like the higher ups that are telling them what to do, then I blame them because, like you said, we got basically the first trailer again with a little bit of new stuff sprinkled in, and it wasn't even like big stuff either. Like, anything that would like probably hook like newer viewers. It was just extra shots or like extended versions of shots we'd already seen. Um, I got something in my eye, but yeah, like you said, it is insulting, because if I don't know if Lucasfilm remembers, but when the Mandalorian first dropped, everybody was talking about how refreshing it felt from the sequels because it was like this Western style Star Wars, which is something that we hadn't seen before, and it's something that sounds badass because I love the genre. So the fact that we're like they're not marketing this as good as good, it sucks. It sucks so much. And it's not that I want to see like Ahsoka and Rex or
Yeah, it's
possibly
not that we
Rex
want big
and like
reveals.
Boba and all that. It's just that give us something that would hook new viewers and also give old viewers like a reason to want to come back.
Yeah, and it's weird because the marketing for Rise of Skywalker wasn't that good either, man. They had like two.
The
They had
Rise of
two
Skywalker was
trailers.
fucking
That
dope.
was it. They only had two trailers and
And
like
the
a
Fortnite event and
yeah, and the mini TV spot with like Duel of Fates theme, and that was it. That was legit it. So something. So to me, it's like nah. Lucasfilm has had a full on year to plan out their marketing, and they still don't know how to fucking handle Star Wars, and that's upsetting.
they're missing so fucking hard.
I blame Kathleen Kennedy for a bunch of the way she handled the movies, but I wouldn't say I blame her for like for everything on Lucasfilm. Because let's be real, aside from the movies, Lucasfilm's been kind of killing it, man. I mean, recently with their games, man, Squadrons, Fallen Order, their books. Everyone's always saying read Lost Stars, read the Throne trilogy. With
Hmm.
their comics, what is that we always mention Vader of? We always talk about his canon comics. Um, uh, even like
Yeah,
again, even with like the TV shows, everybody loves Rebels, man. Everybody loves Rebels. Everyone loves Clone Wars.
yeah,
We
it's
have a few
starting to get
Resistance fans
insane.
here and there. So
Clone Wars
really,
especially.
yeah. I mean, look, I know
Resistance.
some people who love who
Funny.
like or love Resistance, but at the end of the day, everything but the movies, and they kind of been killing it. It really is just with like the big shit they don't know how to handle. And I really look. I hope we get one more trailer just for them to prove me wrong. Right? I want that because we need a trailer. I don't even want to. I don't even want a big reveal, but just give us new shit. Give us a new tone. Give us a bit more. You know, it can't just be the same. It can't be like an hour and 30 minutes of old footage, and then another minute of like brand new. No, look. If you look back at the previous Mandalorian trailers, the both trailers have. Pardon me. Both trailers had like new footage and a few of old footage sprinkled. Um, and I generally think that that's why people were excited. And the weird part is like they didn't even like remember how like when season one was coming out, like everyone from the cast and crew would share out like set photos or like little props here and there. Absolutely nothing for that
Yeah,
this season. Now some would say because of like COVID, which you know I kind of understand to that degree. But next season, man, I mean, if they want to do the marketing great again, I really think they should do what they did for season one. Show some set photos here. Show some Taika Waititi doing this. Do the directed like something. We didn't get anything, and we didn't even get like the director announcements till like later on, which I'm cool with that. But I just hate how it took us this long to know about what's going on. You know, it's an it's poor marketing. I like well, come on. Look, I'm not blaming Kathy Kennedy. I'm just saying whoever the fuck the marketing team is, y'all better get your shit together. Cause this is Star Wars. At the end of the day, there's another IP bigger than this. This is the IP that launched blockbusters. This is the IP that made us have why we have shit like Christopher Nolan's Tenet, shit like fucking MCU, DC, fucking Godzilla. Like it's the reason why we have blockbusters. I mean, I know there's jobs, but what I mean is like that launched big shit like that.
yeah.
But yeah, that's. I hope there's no more shit I can rant about. I'll be tired as fuck.
Man,
Any final words to this, Miguel?
marketing. What the fuck? That's
Yeah,
all I had to
that's
say on this. It, I have no hopes for final trailer or anything. I think the best we're gonna get is some kind of like teaser on like Wednesday before the season drops or something. But other than that, I'm not expecting much.
yeah. Moving on to positive Lucasfilm. Positive Lucasfilm news. Ian McGregor talked about the Obi-Wan show, and he did confirm it was a movie. And he said that the previous year he had camera tests putting on old clothing from the OG prequel trilogy. Miguel, are let's be. I know we're both screaming inside right now. I know we're both cheering with fucking joy because our boy Obi Wan is back. He wore his clothes. We getting that TV show. Deborah Chow. Hallelujah! This sounds exciting. Um, it was reported last year that we were gonna get an Obi Wan cameo because he was on the set of The Mandalorian. And everyone was freaking out. We never got that cameo. This lines up with those reports that he was on the set for Mandalorian. He just wasn't on the show. He was doing like tests with camera for his own show. Um, I think it's great. I think it's exciting, and that means we're getting closer to shooting. I know we said March, but I think they're getting ready. I think the pre production is getting their shit together. Deborah Chow's gonna do a great job with this show. You can tell Obi
Yep.
Wan is coming back. Um, I know everyone's saying he should like return for more projects. No, 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 no. Let this be his fucking lullaby. Let this be
Yeah.
his Logan. Let this be his final entrance, and then he's done. I don't because look, Star Wars aside, Ian McGregor has been a pretty successful a pretty successful actor. He's been in a lot of shit that's actually pretty
Mm-hmm.
good. He was absolutely amazing in Doctor Sleep, and he was without a doubt the best, one of the best things in the Harley Quinn movie. So aside from
Yeah.
Star Wars, the guy's got himself work. I think he's the best one out of the old one trilogy. I don't know, Natalie Portman's in there. I'm just saying. Sorry, man. It's all good.
Let's see.
But yeah, I'm excited. This screams good news. Again, also, Kennedy, she knows what she's doing with Kenobi, so that's great. Miguel, thoughts?
Yeah, man. I'm just hoping marketing doesn't fuck this one up too, you know. But I'm excited. I'm excited for Obi-Wan Kenobi, man. I loved him in equals. Obviously, the memes around him are so iconic.
I'm gonna get more
Um,
memes.
I yeah, I'm waiting. I'm waiting for the first look, and I this show. Or it's not a show anymore. I keep saying show, but it's supposedly a movie now. So it has so much potential. It, like you said, I'm hoping this is Obi-Wan's Logan, like his final
Yeah.
goodbye.
I think this will be fantastic. I hope again. I hope we go for a mature story, but to a point where fans can see it as well. Because I want to see this broken man. This man believed in a religion and it let him down. He loved his best friend and he had to kill him. He's gonna find out he's alive and fucking in pain somewhere. He's about to hunt him ass down. He lost the woman he's loved. Like, this guy's been through so much shit. It can't just be,
He doesn't have PTSD at this point.
yeah, like, I just, he has to be a broken guy. Now, I'm not saying, give Kenobi suicidal thoughts, make him always put a sucking license. No, I'm just saying we need to see this guy broken because he's been through so much, man. I mean, the trilogy. Clone Wars, just in Clone Wars alone, god damn. Oof. And he's gotta protect Luke. Like, fuck, man. Wouldn't you be tired? Wouldn't you be like a tired ass wizard? You've been through war. Your best friend betrayed you. You gotta look after his son. The girl you love died. You failed your. Wouldn't you be overwhelmed as fuck with this shit? On top of all of that, you gotta take care of
Yeah,
this little
his
brat.
like his arch nemesis is still alive and hunting him with fucking Darth
Exactly.
Maul.
Fucking
Like,
Maul
bro,
is out there.
this motherfucker can't win.
I hope we get like one episode just him like, no, leave me the fuck alone. I don't care about your villagers. I just wanna rest. I ain't got time to help you guys out. Ugh. I just Kenobi's gonna be awesome. I trust Deborah
I
Chow.
can't fucking wait.
Me too. Oh my god. I'm so excited. I'm very excited. Lucasfilm. I know you guys aren't gonna listen to this one. Ugh. Moving on to the Marvel topics of this week. We actually have a good chunk. So Falcon and the Winter Soldiers will reportedly bring back early MCU characters. They're gonna reinvent them, and most likely they'll be the villains from Phase One. And also, it reported that it was uh it's apparently finished. It's finished filming, and it'll be in post. Miguel, thoughts?
Yeah, I reinventing like classic villains from the earlier MCU movies. I want his Abomination back, man. I really do. I man, I wanted like a rematch between him and Hulk. Obviously, we're probably not gonna get anymore, but I still want to see him come back no matter what.
I know everyone's like Abomination. Personally, I want I want Army Tech. I want my boy Sam Rockwell to come back. I want Justin Hammer to come back.
But
I love
mm-hmm.
Sam Rockwell. He's one of my favorite actors. He was so silly. He was opposite Tony Stark, and I love that about him. And if he's the one who's like giving the Thunderbolts like their weapons, oh, beautiful, beautiful, absolutely wonderful. And if he can drop down, and he could drop like, oh yeah, it's better than my competition, Oscorp. Like, that would just be amazing, man. I want my boy Justin Hammer back. I think that guy's amazing. We saw a little bit of his weaponry and like Luke Cage with like the digging bullets. Aside from that,
Mm-hmm.
I wonder who else are we missing, or who else like survived. I'm a phase one,
I'm pretty sure Whiplash is fucking dead, so he's off the list.
Yeah, so he's gone. Um, yeah, the ones I can think of
Oh,
is
the leader.
oh, yo, yeah,
I
yes,
forgot they have him in the icebox apparently.
yes.
Him and
So
Abomination are in
he
there.
will. So him and Abomination could be there. Justin Hammer. Anyone else?
Shit, I don't even know. I I think that's it. They you know what they could do? They could have like villains that we've never seen before, but just say they were like in the icebox and introduce them for like the first time. You know?
Yeah, yeah. Because all the Phase Two villains are like gone now, right? Think about it. Um, uh, the Mandarin, or at least the white version, is gone. Uh, fucking Guardians villain. What's his name?
Oh, Ronan.
Yeah, he's gone, and obviously he's in space. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Winter Soldier. I mean, he could still join the Thunderbolts, but I don't. I mean, they
You,
can't really reinvent him. What else? Um,
you know who I'd like? I was gonna say I'd like to see Ghost Rider come back somehow.
homie, homie, bro.
I want
Everyone,
him in
no,
the
no, no, no,
FC
no, no. I'm with you,
so
but it's
bad.
just that the thing that I'm not liking about this version of Thunderbolts is like they're making like the brand new version of Thunderbolts, right? Where it's all about like the villains. I grew up reading when it was the anti-heroes Thunderbolts, when it was Elektra, Punisher, Ghost Rider, Deadpool, Leader. I was all about that. I still dream of seeing the anti-hero Thunderbolts, but we'll see. Um, um but yeah, I think that's it for like fucking Winter Soldier. Also, it finished rapping, so I mean,
Mm-hmm.
now the question is, do you think we're gonna get this before or after Black Widow?
Mm, probably after, to be honest. But I think they wanted to do was release it beforehand.
I, this is just me, but I think we're gonna see Falcon with Soldier before Black Widow. I think we're gonna see it before because
Really?
again, that whole strategy of just releasing things like a new IP thing every month or like every 2 months, like that's genius because I get people on board. And WandaVision would finish around like January, pardon, and then like February, nothing's there, but there's something in March and April you could drop. So that's just me. But yeah, I'm excited. Falcon Winter Soldier. If it's rap, great. I can't wait to see old MCU characters. That's gonna be exciting. And yeah, those are my final thoughts. You want to move us on to the next Marvel news?
Yes. So recently it was announced that Alejandra Lopez was going to direct a Marvel project, and then it came out that it was supposed to be involved with a Marvel audiobook. So
Uh,
yeah, so it kind of left some people a bit disappointed. Um, I thought it was gonna be some kind of new Marvel movie, so I was excited to hear
I
about
thought that as
that. But
well. For a good moment, I thought she was gonna do a America Chavez movie because I mean she's in Doctor Strange too. She's
yeah,
already or a Miss Chavez on a Disney Plus show. But if it's not that, I mean I don't know. I just who knows? Actually, I mean she could still do it if Marvel really wants that, but we'll see. I guess there isn't really much to report there because I mean it's an audiobook.
yeah.
Should we?
You want to introduce the
Yeah,
next
to the
bit?
next topic. Sorry, we just wasted time. But yeah, the next two is Spider-Man, Spider-Man, Spider-Man. The first piece of news is that apparently we're gonna get like a sneak peek footage in December. I don't know if that's like a trailer. I hope not, because it'd be like more than a year away. I don't know if it's a
I think
poster.
it'll be
I
a set photo or something.
I think it'll be like a BTS reel. Like we're gonna see behind the scenes. I think it's gonna be that, and we're gonna get the title. And I think if it is Spider Verse, they're gonna let us know it's Spider Verse there. And another piece of news is that apparently Spider Man 3 is going to have Spidey Slayers and maybe Spidey Slayer himself. Um, so one thing at a time. First off, Miguel, what do you think about what kind of sneak peek do you think we're getting in December? And second, do you buy into
Um,
this rumor that we're getting Spidey Slayers?
so about the like the sneak peek, I think what it is gonna be, it'd be kind of like the Nathan Drake thing we got, where it's just like a picture of him. I think it's just gonna be something like that. Or it could even be, yeah, something like that, or like the Suicide Squad that got released, which we'll talk about later.
Mhm.
Um, I think it'll just be something simple, not anything like too big. It could be behind the scenes reel, like you said. Definitely not a trailer though.
Yeah, I don't. I just trailers too early, and they're just shooting. So like that's
Yeah, they
really
just started shooting. Like,
And it'll be
I
like, oh,
think
but
this
Guardian of the
week,
Galaxy shot it, and they only have 4 days. Yeah, but that's Marvel. Sony's in charge of this motherfucker, no matter what. Sony's doing all kinds of marketing, and then we give them shit for spoiling it, but at least they know how to market. We'll give them that. So I strongly believe it won't be a picture. I mean, it will maybe as well, but I strongly believe we're gonna get like a BTS behind the scenes footage, and I do believe that if it is Spider Verse, they're gonna announce it there. We're gonna get the title Spider Man. I know someone said Home Worlds is the league title. I don't. I'm not too sure about it. Because if I still want this third Spider Man to be him facing this identity crisis for the for the most part. For being honest, I won't hate it if it's Spider Verse, but I'd much rather prefer we get a real solo outing of like Tom Holland. But that's just me. But yeah, and again, Spidey Slayers. What are your thoughts on that? We could get him and the machines itself.
I could definitely see that being a possibility with the whole identity crisis storyline we're seeing. I think I think they could easily do it like the government brings him I believe it's Alistair, is it Alistair Smythe that brings them in? That
Yeah,
creates the Spidey box?
Alexa
Okay,
Smith.
yeah, I believe they're gonna bring. I believe they could bring him, and like he creates like the Spidey Slayers that will hunt down Spider Man, along with like I don't know military soldiers or something like the FBI or something. But if we do see him, that'd be pretty cool because I remember I wanted this the Spidey Slayers and Alistair might be the villain of Venom because I thought that that could have been like an interesting like
Yeah,
thing
I
to
remember
do
that
instead
theory.
of
I
like
remember everyone was
Spidey
saying that was
Slayers
gonna be that
was
guy.
yeah. I'm because then when Spidey says it would have been like symbiote slayers or something like that. So I've been wanting to see him for a while.
Um, I think we are gonna see Spider Slayer, but for like a quick snippet. Like I think, and here's my theory. I think Oscorp is gonna develop these things. I think we're finally seeing Oscorp, and then they're like, all right, who's in charge? And then we'll see. Oh, it's been he. Hi, my name is Alexis Smith, and that's it. And then like he'll just be there to like he'll be like the Tinkerer from Far From Home, where he's just instructing how to do these things. And then maybe at the end we get a post credit scene of him like developing his own Spidey Slayer suit. That's my theory for now. I could be wrong. This could be wrong. Again, this is a rumor. This isn't confirmed. This is all speculation. Um, but yes, I could definitely see Spider Slayer machines playing into it because it's about hunting down Spider Man. Um, but I don't know if we're gonna Spidey Slayer the villain. I think just the machines.
Yeah, I think we're just getting the Spidey. I think if anything, we'd get the Spidey Slayer bots first, and then Spidey Slayer himself would probably be later on.
Yeah, I think that's very much most likely what's going to happen. Whew. And that's it for our Spider Man news. And for our final piece of news, and this was the oddest one. Marvel is looking for black writers for Blade. Now, let me rephrase that. It's not odd because they're looking for black writers for Blade. It's odd that they're looking for just for people to look to write Blade. I know people say Kevin Feige is the all mastery plans on everything, but to me the thing is, I feel like they should have saved the Blade announcement if they didn't even have like a concept or anything. Because to me that's what it feels. It feels like they just said, "Oh yeah, we're gonna we'll do a Blade movie. Yeah, sure, let's announce that." And they're barely looking for writers. Like they didn't announce Shang Chi was coming out till like last year, but it was but like December or October 2018. It was like heard around that they're looking for Asian writers because they want to do a Shang Chi movie. Um, I still think Blade's gonna be great because it's Marvel. Uh, I think this could be the one that earned that says, hey, you know what? We're gonna create our separate. It'll be in the MCU, but it'll be on a separate brand. This will be rated R. Um, again, because Mahershala Ali must love Blade for him to be like, yeah, let's do this, but we don't have script or anything. So that's got to speak volumes. Um, and he's got to be compromised with Kevin Feige because Kevin Feige is one hell of a guy. He knows how to do business. Because I mean, we've heard all these stories about how Brian Singer didn't want people to read the comics for X Men, and Kevin Feige would like sneak in. He's like, hey, turn that help your character out with this thing is read this comic, and that helped. Hugh Jackman spoke out about it. Everyone's speaking out about it. Not because Brian Singer's like a piece of shit. So yeah, I trust Kevin Feige. I think this could be the first rated R movie. I'm glad looking for black writers. That great diversity. But yeah, Miguel, what are your thoughts?
Yeah. Like you mentioned it possibly being the first rated R movie. I would like to see that. I would like to see that a lot. I would like to see, element of horror in here as well. Because we're kind of getting that with Doctor Strange too. So why not,
Yes,
not go all in, but like continue with that.
yeah, I 100% agree because the Blade is not a PG-13 guy, man. He is not a PG-13 fucker. Like the story about his mama too. Like she was banging on the streets for money, and it's a lot of intense stuff, and even everything with the vampire lore onto itself. Not even just the movies, but like the vampire lore in that Marvel universe is fucking crazy. Um, and there are rumors, right? And yeah, it comes from 4chan, but that's why it's called a rumor because we don't know if it's real or not. It's most likely fake, but it's a little plausible. Apparently, like, and the deal that they made with Sony is that they want Morbius and Blade to cross over, so that's that could
Wouldn't be
happen.
surprised.
Yeah, I won't be surprised
Wouldn't be
either. But first
surprised.
off, Morbius got to be good because we know Marvel's gonna be like, if it ain't
Yeah,
good,
because I
you
don't.
ain't canon.
If
Get out of here,
yeah,
brother.
if it's trash, I find he's gonna want it near the MCU.
He gonna be like, oh, what's that? Morbius? Is that a who is that? Is that a DC character?
He's like,
So
y'all
he'll
hear
definitely
some?
push up.
Y'all hear some?
So it's gotta be good first. But yeah, this is a little odder. I think they should have come up with a script first and then announced it. But hey, we'll see where it goes. I trust Feige. He hasn't failed us. Yeah. Any final words before we move on to the DC topics?
Nah, I'm excited to get into DC stuff.
Big week for DC, ladies and gentlemen. Very big week, and we're gonna start right at the bat without any punches. Jared Leto is set to reprise his role as Joker in the Snyder Cut, and Joe Manganiello, he's also back as Deathstroke. Um, whew, what the fuck? What
The
the
shots
living
don't miss, man.
fuck?
DC is not missing right now.
They ain't playing. Miguel, what are your thoughts? I want to hear you first.
It's crazy. The last person I was expecting to come back was Jared Leto. I'm not gonna lie. um, I've gotten pretty excited for the syndicate lately because I have a friend who's telling me about it, and he kind of, getting me more pumped up for it. So hearing all this, like all these, how they're bringing back, it's badass. I think it's awesome. And then there's also rumors. Keep that in mind. There are rumors of
Mhm.
Harley Quinn possibly also coming
I've
back
been hearing
for
that as well.
additional photography too. So I'm interested. And then we also did get the teaser of Joker in the nightmare scenes in the trailer for
Yeah,
the Snyder Cut. I don't know if you
for
saw it, the
for
Joker
those of you
cut
who
and
aren't
stuff.
aware, in the Snyderverse is what I'm calling it. Apparently he makes a deal with either Darkseid. No, he makes a deal with Steppenwolf that he would help out Steppenwolf if, like, in this post-apocalyptic world, he gets to rule a certain part of Gotham. And my theory is that I believe that's going to be canon now. I think we're going to see that scene, and I do believe we're going to get another nightmare scene, like another nightmare sequence from Batfleck. We're going to see him in Gotham, and we're going to see him pass by like a place where like Joker is rooting a certain place. Um, I think that's where we see Harley Quinn just for a brief cameo. Um, I know people are like saying, "Oh, this is brand new to the Snyderverse." I think what this screams to me, and I know some people are like, "Oh, they're gonna shoot both movies now. They're gonna do part one and part two, and the first part will be the 2 hours, and the second part will be the other 2 hours." I don't think that. Um, um, I believe that I think HBO Max is putting it all in because they have a lot of faith in it, and I think they want to do this Snyderverse on HBO Max exclusively. I don't think they want to put this in. I think they want to put it only on HBO Max. I think we're getting that part two now, and I definitely think we're getting a Batfleck HBO Max series that's rumored. Although it's weird because a lot of people are saying, "Oh, it's gonna be about when how Batman lost fucking Robin to Joker, and it's gonna be about grieving." It's like
Yeah, I was
I'm
hearing
like
that. I was hearing it
I'm
was
like
more of a
but
prequel
y'all are barely
series.
saying that because Joker's back, you know. And I don't know about you guys, but I remember hearing the very early details about that Batfleck movie. People described it the Raid, but in Arkham Asylum, and it was gonna be all of these iconic characters, and the big
Yeah, I
bad
was
was
about
gonna
to
be
say that.
Deathstroke.
Too.
Um, So obviously that's why I don't believe it's gonna be him to make. Nah, this gonna be. I think the Batfleck series will be a one-time thing as well. I think it'll be it.
Like a
Miniseries,
miniseries.
6 episode, and I think it's gonna be based off the Batman script he wrote. Because let's be honest, the Raid in Arkham Asylum, now that shit sounds fire. Because Killer Croc, Scarecrow, Solomon Grundy, all these characters in like Raid Slap, I'm up for that.
Yeah,
And obviously Joker would pop in.
Man Bat. Man, I actually see
Exactly.
Man Bat
And
in
then
like
like
4
Deathstroke
this time.
being the big bad, which was always the villain, which is fucking awesome. Um, I think me and you agree. I think we'd be all in for that.
Yeah, definitely. I was gonna say, I was gonna say too. I hope the Batfleck series would be like an adaptation of his script film
Yeah, I
with the
think
whole
I
Arkham storyline.
100% I 100% believe it's gonna be based off a script. Obviously, he'll probably have to add some new things. So now he can expand it a bit more. So now I'm thinking maybe each episode is like a different floor of Arkham. That's my theory. But we'll see. But yeah, I think the Snyderverse is a go at HBO Max in general. If we're getting back Jared Leto, but also
Yeah, I
like
think.
no go sorry.
Oh, I'll say yeah. I'm gonna continue saying what I've been saying. What the fuck? I'm gonna continue saying what I've been saying for a while. If the Snyder Cut, like does bring in like a lot of viewers and subscribers and shit,
I
they
guarantee you it will.
might let like complete his vision.
I think
They
they will.
might let him like do that whole like Justice League like shit.
My only issue with that is that a lot of people are saying, "Oh, he's gonna do part three." Nah, I think part two is it. I legit think part two is it. I think Zack Snyder is a talented director, but I think he wants to do more than just Justice League for the rest of his life. Because look, he's doing that Army of the Dead movie, and I'm more excited for that than Snyder Cut, if I'm being honest, because that's something original and that's something he put his faith in, and that's something he put on Netflix. Um, I want to see him do different things. I think part two is it. I think that'll conclude his trilogy, of or what was it? What's this? Because I know he has a 5 movie arc. What is it? It's Man of Steel, Batman versus Superman.
Man
Am
of
I correct?
Steel, Batman v Superman. Yeah, I
Justice
believe
League?
Wonder Woman.
No, no, it's Justice League and then Justice League 2, and then I think I want to make Justice League. But I don't think he's gonna do Justice League 3. I think he's doing Justice League Part 2, and I think that's it. And I
I
do
think
think
it really depends.
I low key think that's it. I think he's done for after Part 2. Cause think about it. Cause I'm gonna tell you this right now. When Snyder Cut comes out, we're gonna see a big fucking chunk. Not a lot, but a big chunk of people saying that wasn't the real Snyder Cut. They told to restrict this and that. It's like, bro, he gave you something you had been planning for years, and it's his project. And he said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna change some stuff," and that's what's gonna happen. Cause man, Miguel, me and you have directed movies, right? And
Yeah.
don't and every time we see them, it's our thoughts. Oh, I'm so happy. It's 100% the way I've always wanted.
Nah.
Nah, it's always like we could have done that better. We could have changed this, edited that.
Yeah.
Homeboy has had this movie on his like fucking theater shit for years. So I guarantee
Yeah,
you,
and
there's a lot of things he wants to make better and change. I know
yeah,
people
and
because like I would be surprised
apparently,
if oh no go.
I don't know. You can finish.
I won't be surprised
You
if
can
like
finish.
some things from the OG Saga get scrapped. Like I won't be surprised if we don't see a Green Lantern. I'll be like, you know what? Homie said I'm gonna do what's better for this movie, and that was better previously. So I'm expecting some changes, but not too much. I'm not expecting like him scrapping a lot of shit from the original Justice League he was doing because I know a shitload of it. I know he's gonna take back some things, but not all of it. Like a good 2 to 5% he'll like change or scrap. Um, but yeah, I know a lot of people are gonna be pissed off that it's not the version they wanted to see, and not necessarily Snyder's own version that they're gonna give them.
Yeah, I was gonna say that apparently he's adapting his the 2014 script that him and Clario did, and that one's supposedly like a lot more darker and has like a lot more horror elements to it.
Oh,
So if
yeah.
that's true,
I mean, mhm.
man, oh, I'm all for this.
No, apparently the cut he showed was very horror centric. That was why when he showed it to like the original like upper ups at Warner Bros. They're like, fuck this movie. We are not putting this movie in theaters. You're fired. We're gonna say it's because your daughter died and you decided to quit, and we're gonna replace you with Joss Whedon. That's what happened. So And then Walt, what's his name? I forgot the OC of Warner Brothers was, but he got fired because homeboy was trying to evade some taxes and some money, and thank God he's
Yeah.
out because that was a trash shit. And now we got this other guy who's handling the movie business a bit more better. I don't know about the Ray Fisher shit. We've heard some shady shit about him there, so I can't, So I'm that shitty on him. But as a businessman for movies, he's kind of doing good so far. He hasn't really let anyone down. But yeah, I think this is gonna be part one, and we're gonna get part two, and then that's it. Those are my final thoughts. You want to add anything?
Nah, I think I said my piece. We just have like the other two like Snyder Cut related topics to get to.
I mean, oh yeah, of course, of course. And our next piece of news for the Snyder Cut is that Amber Heard, Ray Fish, and Ben Affleck are currently shooting new scenes as of right now. Miguel, what does this speak to you? Not only that they have Ray Fisher, but also Amber Heard and Ben Affleck. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I have my opinions on Amber Heard. I'm not gonna go into them right now, but Ray Fisher and Ben Affleck are back for additional photography, so that's pretty dope. That's pretty badass. I think that's awesome. I wonder if we're gonna see any like photos and shit from like the like
Oh,
set pictures, you know.
mm-hmm.
I hope so. I hope we do.
Yeah, Amber Heard. I've heard back and forth things, but I'm not gonna be like, ugh. It's like I don't know I don't know that much about the information. If it is true, I mean, fuck Johnny Depp. What the hell? That's not cool, bro. But if she is lying, like, oof, Johnny Depp, bro. What the hell, bro? You've been through some shit. But yeah, it's interesting to me. Ray Fisher's back. I know he's probably only back for his boy Zach. He's probably only there for him, for being honest. Although one probably kissing his ass right now. So when he goes back home, when everyone's like, "So tell us, how was it when you were reshooting Snyder Cut?" They want to be like, "Oh, it was great. We were all good. There were no behind the scenes drama. It was fantastic." I bet you they want him to say that, because I guarantee you, whew, they kissing his ass right now. They were like, "Oh, Mr. Fisher, would you like some donuts?" He's like, "Why not? Yeah, go get me toys." Like,
Yeah,
they want him to. They want him. They want to kiss his ass right now because of the press.
not
Ben
only
Affleck.
that, but
No, go.
not only that, but Cyborg also kind of has plays a larger role in the Snyder Cut than
Absolutely.
he did in the Whedon Cut. So I think with what's going on right now, I think Mike is probably going to give him like more time to shine. Like he's adding extra scenes for Cyborg specifically to like, like yeah, let him shine.
Yeah. I mean, I'm excited. I can't wait to see Cyborg get more screen time because he was supposed to be the heart, and I 100% believe that. I love Man of Steel. I like 300. I believe in Zack Snyder. No one talks about his animated movie though, which gets me a little bummed out because I think his animated movie is pretty cool. Legend of the Guardian of the Owls, Legends of Kahul. I think that's what it's called. I thought that shit was bonkers, but in a good way. Ben Affleck back. Anything more Batfleck is a win in my book. Anything but Batfleck is a win in my book. So I'm excited for that. And I can't wait. Hopefully we do get some set photos, but I wouldn't mind if we don't, because then it's a bit more secretive, right? There's more speculation. I think speculation is a bit more fun. Any final? Yeah, okay, there you
No, that's it.
go. And for our final piece of news for the Snyder Cut, and this is the big one, and this is to me the one that speaks a lot, people.
The
Jeff
biggest
Johns
W.
and John Berg will not be receiving producing credits on the Snyder Cut. Miguel,
Made me happy, made me smile.
to me, this screams, yeah, they did some awful shit on that Whedon set. They did some horrible shit on that Whedon set. And also they were doing a bunch of shitty things behind Zack Snyder's back too. Um, honestly,
And I've heard
good.
speculation. I've heard. Oh,
Now go say about speculation.
I was gonna say I like people speculating on Twitter and stuff that possibly they might have been responsible for like leaking the information about like Jared Leto and all that.
They
I was
might
like,
have leaked the Jared
are
Leto.
they still doing that? Yeah, a lot of people
That's
are
a bit too
speculating
much of a
that that's
reach.
how the information might have.
Oh,
I heard that and
that they're
I was like, are
responsible
they
for the
still
Jared
trying?
Leto.
No, for like the leaks, like the information leaking out
No, I don't.
about them
No,
like coming
they
back and
wouldn't
stuff.
do that to their own company. Even like at because even if you're having beef or you did, you want to like say, yeah, I fucked up, but give me a second chance. That's what you want to do. This is not a way how you do. You don't go back at a company. Um. Good because I thought you said they're responsible for Joker. Honestly, nah. David Ayer is responsible for the Joker because I get what he was going for. He was going for like a hardcore prince of crime, like a full on criminal, and a good chunk of it worked and a lot of that shit didn't. But I understood what they're going for. But yeah, to me it says yeah they're probably responsible for the entirety mess of the Snyder Cut, and they probably did some shit behind on the Whedon set. So good on them, and not necessarily good on them for leaving like just like good. They don't deserve the producing credit for anything that they probably sabotaged, and
Yeah.
not purposefully, right? But like they did do some fucked up shit probably. I think that concludes our Snyder Cut news. Do you want to add anything onto this?
No, I feel we've said everything needs to be said.
Great, great, great. Well, we'll move on to our next few pieces on the DC side, and it seems that Isabella Merced slash Leslie Grace is being eyed as Cyclone for the Black Adam movie. Miguel, what does it say?
Yeah. Uh. I like that we're hearing a lot more casting announcements because we also had what was this Sarah Shi as Isis recently.
Huh?
I
Sorry, you want me to
believe
repeat?
so, right? We had Sarah Shai as ISIS
Yeah,
recently,
yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah. As ISIS, as ISIS.
Announces, yeah. I can't really say which one I prefer because I do kind of have a bias. I'm not gonna lie, so
Who?
I'm not gonna say
Which
anything
one? Do,
regarding that.
which one do you prefer?
Isabella Mist. I can't even lie.
I already knew that. I already knew that.
I
Homeboy wants to
can't
go.
even
Homeboy wants
lie.
Dora to explore. It's all good. Personally, I don't care which one gets the role. I'm just look, whichever talent is the best, that's great. It'd be nice if we got Isabel Merced because she's Latina, and I think the other girl's white, so more Hispanic representation. But at the end of the day, I think like
Mhm.
whichever talent is better, if I'm being honest. But again, Isabel Merced wouldn't be so bad, but I just whoever fits that role perfectly. Even though she's like a minor role. No, she's like part of Justice Society of America. So I'm excited. I Even though we don't know when this movie's coming out, it does say Warner has faith because they keep on searching to put people in.
Mhm. Yeah, they definitely haven't given up on this movie, and I'm glad.
Me too. Me too. Another DC movie they haven't given up on is Shazam 2. And apparently the villains for this movie will be the kindly ones, the three sisters. I only have some rumored casting. Apparently the youngest one, they're looking at Zendaya, and if they can't find her, they want to find someone like a Zendaya type for the casting role. And for like the middle aged one, they've offered the role to Halle Berry and Eva Green. Both of them, I think both of them would be fucking fantastic. And for the older sister, they've casted. Do you wanna? They, Helen Mirren, man. They apparently they went to Helen Mirren for the older sister. I gotta say, yo, Shazam 2, they're pulling up their A game with their stars. I mean, look, I think I'd update the movie because the kids are gonna be old as fuck by the time Shazam 2 comes out. They won't be childlike anymore. They'll probably
Yeah,
be
they
like
need like a
young
time
adults,
jump or
teenagers.
something.
Um, so I think that'll be all right. Um, but man, these castings, man, what do you think for the villains, the three sisters?
Yeah, I'm not surprised they're looking at Zendaya as like one of them. Zendaya is a pretty big actress right now, especially because she's doing Euphoria, she's in Spider-Man, she's coming out in Dune next year. So I believe next year.
Yes.
Um, But if they don't get Zendaya, I was also thinking Laura Harrier, who plays
Oh
Liz in
yes,
Homecoming and Spider Man.
hell
I think
yeah,
she could also do that. She could also play that role
absolutely.
too.
I agree. I agree.
And
Um,
it'd be nice to see Halle Berry get a second chance in a DC movie.
that's
Because
very true.
I don't know if you remember Catwoman.
I remember. I remember. Don't you worry. I remember Catwoman. Chafita and shit. Body from el centro. What a waste of $5. But I honestly want to see Zendaya because I want to play her. I want to see her play a villain. She's always playing like their protagonist, but I want to see her play like a bad guy. You know, I think that'd be different. Eva Green, I would love to see her, man. I would love to see her in anything. But Halle Berry, I'd also love to see her in anything too. Helen Mirren, that's some. Helen Mirren would do fucking anything, man. She's at that Meryl Streep level now. She just did Fast 8. She just did Fast 8 not that long ago, so I would be happy to see her in a comic movie. But yeah, I think that's it for the casting of Shazam 2. Or we're gonna move on to other casting news. Um, Apparently for Black Adam, back to at it again, they're looking for a Sam Rockwell type to play Doctor Fate slash Kent Nelson. They're looking for a male in his mid 30s. He's described as a kind academic, while in the form of Kent Nelson, and a terrifying force of nature who sounds and acts totally different. The relationship between Kent and Fate will be similar to Dr. Jekyll and Hyde. The DCEU Dr. Fate possesses powerful tele, tele, telepathic and telekinetic abilities, as well as the power to slow time and alter reality itself. Miguel, what are your thoughts that we're finally gonna get
this
a Doctor Fate casting?
this sounds badass. I know you've been excited about
Doctor Fate.
Doctor Fate.
Doctor Fate.
That's like the big one you've been waiting for,
I don't care about
and
Black Adam.
I'm
Give me
excited
Doctor
for
Fate.
the his powers in the DCEU sound badass. I'm
They're
not even gonna
OP,
lie,
but I think they're gonna nerf him down.
bro.
Like,
Yeah, they're gonna find some kind of way to restrict them. I know that for sure
absolutely.
because this man can alter reality, bro. He can end
This
the movie in
man
like
is Doctor
5
Strange on acid.
minutes.
Like, wow. Look, I don't know about y'all. I've seen the Justice League Limited series. That man was my favorite. I've seen motherfucking Young Justice. That guy was my favorite. I've played the Injustice video games. That man was. I wish he was a playable character. Actually, I forgot. I know he's playable in which one. But point is, Doctor Fate is one of my top tier DC characters of all time. He's one of the oddballs up there, but man, I cannot wait. I know people are kind of upset that they're looking for a white guy, Sam Rockwell type, and I think Doctor Fate is raised from Egypt as well. Um, Being honest, it'd be nice to get someone that isn't white, brown, Egyptian, somewhere around there. But honestly, like at this point, I just want to see him on screen. I want to know who's playing him. But someone gave out this casting, and I just cannot get it out of my damn head. You know who would be a great Doctor Fate?
Who?
Rami Malek. Oh my god. Rami Malek would be a fantastic Doctor
Yo,
Fate. I would love him as
yo,
Doctor Fate.
yo! Shit, I
I
never
would
even
love
thought of that. That's
I
incredible.
would love that as fucking Doctor Fate. But we'll just have to wait and
I need
see.
that.
I would love that. If only the gods could hear, but man, that would be amazing. But I like this idea that in the movie he'll be like a Dr. Jekyll and Hyde version. And I think that works fucking well. Although it's weird because in the comics, I know, here comes the geek. He's always Dr. Fate. He can't necessarily remove the helmet. And I think they're gonna be like when he'll be like an academic, when he needs to put on the helmet, which is a little odd, but I can go with it. I don't care. It's Dr. Fate.
Yeah, I think they can make it work.
I mean, maybe they can. I'm not used to that, so I'm like, I think they're gonna pull it out, but like, I need to see how it's executed, basically.
Yeah.
And that'll be it for the casting news. And for our final DC news, which let me just say, this is gonna be a long episode. We got our first big magazine cover look at the Suicide Squad, and let me tell you, they look badass. I don't think I need to say more. Freaking they look amazing. I already told you who my six. Who I think that my six will survive. I think it'll be Polka Dot Man, King Shark, Idris Elba, Margot Robbie. I'm missing someone. I know I'm missing some. Weasel,
Um,
I think he's gonna survive. And one more. I know, not. I think
Peacemaker.
Peacemaker. No, I think he's dying. I think Peacemaker is dying. Um, there's one more. Did I say King Shark? Yeah, right. King Shark, Polka Dot Man, Harley
I
Quinn.
think you might have.
Yeah. Um. Yeah, I think those five will be the only ones standing. Um. Again, I think Polka Dot Man. I think they're gonna just. He's gonna fucking survive. I can just already tell. Miguel, what were your thoughts on the set photos, and who do you think will survive the movie?
Yeah, I'm liking the quick accurate costumes. It's growing on me. Like at first it looked kind of goofy, but now that I'm seeing them more and more, it's like okay, I can get used to this. I think the people who I think are gonna survive always changes every time. Like I see the characters again. So right now I think it's Harley Quinn, Idris Elba's character, who I can't remember his damn name for the life of me. King Shark, Polka Dot Man, Rick Flag. Definitely, I think him and Harley Quinn are probably like the main two who are definitely gonna survive for sure. I'm hoping the Thinker, but I'm not sure because I do want to see.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
I do want to see more of the thing. I do want to see more of the Thinker because the did him dirty, and I will continue to say that. I think Ratcatcher might. I'm not gonna lie.
There
I'm
you go.
starting to think
That's
Ratcatcher
the other one I
could.
think is gonna survive. I think Ratcatcher's also gonna survive.
Yeah. I I want Peacemaker to survive. Like it's not even the
I think
I think I want it.
I think everyone but those six are gonna die. I think King Shark, Harley Quinn, Idris Elba, Bloodsport. That's the name. Bloodsport. Weasel, Polka Dot Man, and Ratcatcher are gonna survive. Everyone else, even Rick Flag, Captain Boomer, I think they're all going to die, no matter what. I think Pete Davidson will be the first one to die as well. He's just too big
That
of
would
a
be funny.
comedian to be in it, and I mean, he's just kind of a butt of a joke in the movie. So I won't be surprised if he dies first.
I hope he doesn't die first because I kind of want to see like comedians between him and Captain Boomerang. You know,
I
like a little comedy duo between
I could
them. I
just see
think that
him
would
be
be
the
nice.
hype man. I'm like, let's fucking go. He jumps off and he's like shot in the fucking head. I can absolutely see that. Like an X Force. You remember that? I think they're gonna do that,
With
but
the
with Pete Davidson. I think they're gonna market the shit out of him, show him being badass, and then he'll be the first one to die.
yeah, I have him in like the back center of the poster, almost like he's gonna be like a main part of the movie. So if he dies,
Yep.
it's gonna be pretty funny.
Yeah. I cannot wait for the Suicide Squad. The picture looks amazing. James Gunn can do no wrong. I think this is gonna be his most wackiest, craziest one yet. And I can't wait, man. I can't wait. Any
This is
final thoughts on
gonna be
Suicide
a lot
Squad?
more crazy than the Guardians.
You
This is gonna
think
be a lot more
so?
crazy than the Guardians for
Oh,
sure.
crazier.
I
Okay, yeah,
think
I agree.
so.
I do
I think
agree.
he's gonna like wacky with this shit.
I think Guardians. I
um,
think the Guardians still have more heart, but I think this one's gonna be full on James Gunn.
yeah, this is gonna be like a different. Like this is gonna be different.
Yeah.
I'm super excited for King Shark because I've seen the scenes of him from the Harley Quinn series, the animated series, and
Yes.
he shines much. And then he's badass in the CW show. He's fucking humongous in the shows. I don't know if you've seen him in them, but he like towers over everybody, and he just looks badass. So I'm excited to see in the movie.
I can't wait to watch this. This is gonna be amazing. DC's killing it for now. And I can't wait.
They're
I
on the come up.
cannot wait. I cannot wait. That'll do for this episode of Film Pub, ladies and gentlemen. We got through it. This will also be a very long ass episode, even though they weren't big. Should talk about. Um, although watch the moment you guys see this and you're gonna go on the news, breaking news, something big is gonna happen, like fucking Spider Verse or some shit. But you know what? We just live with it. 10 episodes in, and we're cool with it, right,
We're
Miguel?
used to it at this point.
All right. Well, we're gonna leave you off here, ladies and gentlemen. Take care. My name is Alex.
I'm Miguel.
See you next time.